We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bitches. The live starts now. What's up, man? I'm in the house. Bang, daddy, batty. He's here. Hate won't win. Now that sounds like some batty business saying, doesn't it? Love rules. Love has no age. You know, that kind of bullshit. Anyway, what's been going on, man? Boxing's whack as usual. Yeah. The big fights have been delivered. Usitch vs Daniel DuBum. GayJ vs Shyte. Who the fuck wants to see that? Yeah, without further ado, second or third. You're second. You're not third. You're second because Bang Daddy Paddy did it prior to the show, and that don't count. Little Musgrave in the house from the four corners of the world to the four corners of Triple B's mum's basement somewhere in London. The stream starts now. I haven't put on my David Greenblatt outfit for a bit, so I've got to do that at some stage. Out of respect for Greenblatt, this is the same man that lost that entire arm that came off, and they put it back on. Amazingly, I don't know if it's ever been done before. And then 3 days later, he's calling the Brooklyn Nets game. By the way, can everyone fucking hear me? All right, my boy of Charka boxing. Yes, hit likes, lads, for the fans. Please hit likes. We've only got 7 fans at the moment, so remind me to do that later. But yeah, hit likes. It don't cost nothing, not a thing. And yeah, we'll keep some of the haterism away, but it's difficult because when you tell the truth, the haters line up to shoot you down, blood. And that includes big companies like JTube. You feel me? Even like BitChute's a load of shite. They're always like blanking channels, and like I said, my boy says Rumble, so I'm gonna get on it. My man's inversion. Yeah, I know his blood. I missed the last stream. Any red pills that I missed, there's always dropping red pills blood. What did we have red pills dropping last time? Molly Tibbetts. Do you know about the Molly Tibbetts incident with the Molly Tibbetts, the woman? She's in Iowa, America. And she was always going about how evil white people are. I can't wait till they're extinct. She white, by the way. She white. And her parents are whites, but they're all libtards, you know? Oh, I hate white people on Twitter. All this kind. Anyway, what happened? I don't find this amusing, by the way, because, you know, it's dark, man. So an illegal American immigrant took her to a cornfield, raped her, eviscerated, cut her open. She had over 100 wounds in her vulva, her womb, and he put a shock of corn, ear of corn, with a shock on it, the sheath or whatever, in her butty hole. And after I raped her, and then he went off, and it took her 25 minutes to die. And you know what? Would the father come on? 5 days. This is how fucking crazy these guys are. 5 days later, the man's on TV going, all he does is talk about Mexicans, and hey, let's not hate Mexicans. They're great people. They're like Iowans, but with better food. His fucking daughter just got raped with an ear of corn and murdered. Oh, fuck me. I give up, blood. Old school strength. I haven't seen my boy for a bit. Check out his channel. There's a lot of old school strength from it, as you'd fucking imagine. Lifting weights. He's a very strong guy. He used to be a boxer, smart on Mir Khan. Yo, I say this with no hesitation. GayJ loves the Batman penetration. We all know that. Meanwhile, AKA Skins, if you check out his Instagram, he's getting on with his life. He's got a new guy, and they hold each other. And he's got some cryptic message, the Batty man. Chris Ward music in the house. That thumbnail with Dylan's rainbow hand is hilarious. Yeah, man. I thank you. I'm glad you liked the artwork. But it's just, your heart sinks, man. Oh, we're going to get all the big fights on Saturday, going to put up our money and this and that and the other and the other and this and that and the other, motherfucker. And then we get Usitch vs Daniel DuBum, who's a fucking bum. Kevin Lorena, right? Is an ex-cruiserweight of no distinction. And he fucking dropped DuBum 3 times in one round. With one punch. The guy DuBum kept on falling. And then Lorena said, like, shit, I'm not going to win this, man. And he never threw another meaningful punch. And then we got fucking Dillian Shyte, If he's GayJ, who cares about, the trilogy are going to big it up. Who gives a fuck about that fight? White's been ironed out too many times. GayJ's a busted flush. It won't sell, by the way. Huh? I don't care about the hype machine. Huh? Would it have it on Sky? I can't remember anymore. Is GayJ? GayJ's dazing, right? All the time, right? He's not got a part and part kind of deal. Anyway, fuck him. He's a batty man. Hello, my number one hater. I hope you're doing good. All the better for seeing you, GayJ. Fuck, a grapist needs to be surgically castrated. Yeah, I mean, chemically at the very least. I mean, what you, grapists and chomos, all those fucking wrongins. Dale Baker. You notice that all Elite 9/11 exposure documents on all platforms have been erased. Is that right? Do you know what's funny? You mentioned that, right? I haven't checked this out. I watch these regularly because they're interesting. It's always good to remember everything about 9/11 because that's quite a big one to red pill people about. Now, today I was looking through videos on my YouTube, and this thing saying something about was 911. I don't know. It had some title, like it seemed to be suggesting that 911 was all a lie and that it was all a setup. But then he went on to debunk everything, and I was like, "Fuck you, you fucking bearded pussy hole." But yeah, I didn't realize that. It doesn't surprise me. All the moon landing things have been zapped as well. All these things you should get on YouTube, for free. Benhani or Shiny, yeah, giving you a shiny. My boy, old school. How you doing, blood? Hope you do keep it well, mate. I will be uploading again soon. Yeah. Check out old school's channel, especially if you went to the strength training thing. I'm all right, man. I'm doing okay now. I go through these up and down periods. I've stopped getting my drink on. I'm not getting my smoke on. I'm doing, I'm doing all right. But like my channel's been demonetized, so I have to do a gay appeal video, and I'm like, it does demoralize you. Oh, fighting in September also. Okay, what, like on license? Or is it boxing or is it MMA? Tell us, man. Give us the details, man. I'll put it up here. My boy Andrew says, yes, I'm here, blood. I'm here. Little Musgrave in hair. The internet is nothing like it was the early 2000s. Obviously, because they used to be controlled by the people. And back in the day, in 2000, right? People only like guys that were ahead of the curve had internet at home, and it was fucking dial-up then, certainly in the UK. Many people just used, and you didn't have like fucking what's it called, smartphone, so people just use it at work a bit, and that was it. But those that knew we're onto something. And it wasn't so much that it was controlled by the people, but the people were always the first movers. The corporations were always way behind the people, but now they've taken over. Andrew says, "Who's buying GayJ if he's shilly?" I mean, I'm not buying any of that shit anyway. Yeah, I got the free things going on, but like I said, if it's a real big fight, I'll buy it just because. Like, if you had Tyson Fury, GayJ, I don't want to miss a minute of that humiliation. But GayJ, Dillian, who gives a fuck? Dillian's been shown up. He's shot. Povetkin, a 40-year-old Povetkin, ironed him out. Tyson Fury ironed him out. GayJ ironed him out years ago. You know what they're going to play? Oh, this is the trilogy. This is the decider. Dillian won the amateur fight. I don't give a fuck about that. So long ago, GayJ is shot as well. I mean, the thing is, the population, they're bored of GayJ. I don't hear people not really talk about him. Fury's bigger than him now. I mean, you got to accept that. Even for the normies. And in America, like GayJ, everyone knows that you got fucking waxed by a fat fucking guy who prefers pizzas to fucking and fighting. And what's his face? And Usitch schooled him twice. And don't buy that Spencer Fury with his enormous fucking heat. You went really close against the pound for pound. You got fucking waxed. You got schooled both times. It's such a bullshit. Anyway, a fucking Bengal G14. Fuck you, GayJ. Yeah. Used to be way more funny back then. Oh, thank you, Lossula. MC, dry elbows. Yes, rude boy. Wagwan with you, my man. Drop them mad fucking lyrics, blood. inversion. I noticed when you search anything from Google, sometimes YouTube, mainstream news sites converts. Yeah, I mean, this has been happening for ages. I didn't realize it upped it again another level. You know, but the thing is, people are getting, you know, red pilled more. I'd say 20% of the Western world are very suspicious of events, including lockdowns and COVID. You know, and Ricky Hatton. Fuck Ricky Hatton. I want to talk about that fucking dwarf. He got fat again, you know, that fat pig. One of my fans actually I was chatting to him and he was telling me that he was training at this gym and Ricky Hatton is really into hookers. And there was some bird that was training there, but she was basically just a fucking hoe. And yeah. And Ricky paid us some money just to like follow him around. He'd smash her. He's such a degenerate fat pig. But he said he's a decent guy. I mean, I get that, but yeah, he's a bit of fun. He's all that, but don't embarrass yourself like that. And don't and you're bought out, you pussy hole. My boy Dom Diddy, AJ and Gillian White, $26.99. The Zone PV. Is it really? Come on, blood clot. I mean, they can't have the cheek, man. You can get Days On now on. Am I right? On if you've got Sky, it comes up opposite channel, but it's really still an app, really, for all intents and purposes. I mean, who would care? Two shot guys, who haven't won a fucking what? Both of them come off wins off a fat Jermaine Franklin. Dylan Shyte didn't even deserve it, and GayJ didn't exactly look that good anyway. Pathetic. We both beat Jermaine White, so now we're going to go on a $26.99 pay-per-view. Suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. Dillian, the payday snatcher. What? I mean, it amazes me. How many recently British, especially heavyweights, that don't deserve the kind of paydays. I mean, good on them, right? I want this fighters getting paydays, isn't that right? But you know, that made so much money out of boxing. Guys like Chisora, who's a journeyman, Dylan White, who's not far away. You know, the number of pay-per-views they've done. I mean, fucking Chisora's got like 15 losses, hasn't he? It's fucking insane. He's gonna be punched. He'll be fucking won't even remember his own fucking name in about fucking 5 years. Be talking to fucking lampposts, blah 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 blah, bubbles coming out his motherfucking mouth. Idiot. You know that Danny Williams is still fighting. Still, no, he had a fight in Estonia or Tallinn or something like that. He beat some bum. Oh, fuck me. I mean, it's tragic. And people say, oh, he needs to be protect for himself. Listen, bro, this is a motherfucking adult. He's about 50 now, whatever he is. Okay? Everyone knows the dangers of boxing. It's not a fucking surprise. Your mum knows the dangers of boxing, for fuck's sake. Right? Let alone someone who's been in the game. And we all know the damage. The people to blame it's up to the fighter to make their decision. The people to blame are the fucking promoters sneaky enough, you know, to use these poor bums. I mean, they should have a bit more morals. They're not exactly going to make a lot of money off Danny Williams. Every time you come in and go, Danny Williams, the former conqueror of Mike Tyson, fucking suck my motherfucking dick. Anthony goes, once I hit Dylan Shyte, you won't get up. That's the thing, Anthony. You're not fucking hitting anyone, man. You're scared. You're a pussy hole. You know, you got the same kind of. It's like you got an aversion to danger and mixing up. You're like the heavyweight version of Son Edwards. Except you're not an oil driller. You get fucking drilled for oil by Ben Heine. You're the actual oil well. Yeah. AJ has the same record as Dylan Shyte when it comes to yeah, and all of them are conclusive. You know, MC Jack PPV fight after both stunk out the face with Franklin. They're desperate. I want some good money on Franklin going the distance. I told everyone, right, that's another one of my bets. I keep on forgetting all the bets that I give people. I don't get it all right, but you know, that was another one I said. I think the value here is GayJ on points or to go the distance, whatever you want. Ols. Is it Ollie or Ols? I can't see. What up, Chubby? Opinion on bodybuilding as a sport. Is it batty degenerate all right? It's a weird one, man. Because these guys, I mean, obviously it's infested with PEDs. And these guys work very, very hard, you know. But they don't actually do anything, do they? You know what I'm saying? And it's supposedly done on aestheticism, right? Like, you know, he's got a great body, but his calves are slightly weak, so in the market, it's a bit weird. It's a bit gay. You know, when it started in the 70s, you know, the Batmans didn't have their own magazines, so they would go and buy bodybuilding magazines and look at muscular men. But, you know, and also they're so huge these days. It's just grotesque. And you can't even, the white ones or the paler ones, like, they have to paint themselves like fucking with creosote and put shiny. You can't even tell, they all look black. But yeah, you know, back in Schwarzenegger's day, there were, you know, their bodies were aesthetically, I mean, I don't want to say gay myself, but a bit more pleasing, and they weren't ridiculous. But I'm not really interested, man. It's batty business, to be frank. Boxing classics, HQ, Tribu are not worthy of back-to-back lies. I didn't do one yesterday, blood. 2 in a week, though. Do you think White will dish out some banter Joshua this time, or will be a mouse like the Fury build-up? Yeah, the Fury build-up was very disappointing. And Fury as well was disappointing. It's almost like they had some kind of deal. I'm hoping, I've heard most people say, yeah, GayJ does not like White, and the history and all that. I've heard a couple of people say, oh, they're really secretly friends. I don't know. I don't believe that. Dillian has accused GayJ, despite he's failed tests. What he done? Dynamo, Debo, and but he's accused GayJ of not performing in America because he didn't have his TRT clause and blah blah. And he's not afraid of being controversial. Hopefully he'll give him some jit. And these days you can't tell, because, you know, like, there's always beef. There's always a shove at the fucking weigh-in or press conference, and, you know, it's pathetic, man. Why? And you can't tell which are real beefs. Back in the day, you could, man. You know, when Nigel Benn was hating on Chris Eubank, you see the fucking viciousness in his eyes, man. He hated him. You get me? But now you just don't know. Do you know, I almost don't care, because I think it's such a whack fight. Would I laugh if GayJ got ironed out? Yeah, of course. But I would rather see Tyson Fury GayJ. But I don't think that'll ever happen anyway. So I just don't care enough, man. I just don't care that much, man. Of Charcoal Box, you heard about the super AI that has been designed? Oh, ChatGPT, Google, but yeah. I've used ChatGPT not to do anything, just to test it out. Yeah, so I believe at this point, though, right? All it does is it says artificial intelligence. However, it gathers most of its information from stuff that's actually been written by humans, right, on the internet. It gathers all that information and it spews out something if you ask it a question. Yeah. Who will win the fight between GayJ and Dillian Whyte? And I usually say, it can't predict a fight exactly. But I will, you know, it comes out of something. It's still a bit rusty, but it's pretty good. But at this point, it's not really intelligent. It's a bit of a misnomer. It's not like an intelligent, sentient being that can think for itself. All it's done is, right, crunch all this stuff on the internet and come up with a conclusion. Do you see what I mean? It's a bit of a misnomer, but yeah, it's all going to take over everyone's job. People have been saying that for years. I've been telling people for years, but you know what? People will say, "Oh, it won't be my job." Oh, yeah, no. I go, "You're a taxi driver. Of course, they're going to have cars that drive." Yeah, but they'll never be able to provide a service. And with a taxi driver, you know, some of the little roads, and we know the little ways. I go, "You're fucking mad, man. You will be one of the first jobs to tumble." Lawyers, it's too complex. Lawyers, it's too complex, and you got to know the law. I was going, "Are you fucking joking me?" That's one of the fucking easiest things. You just be able to enter a few variables you want, and bosh, there's your contract, bitch. Yeah, am I dead yet? No, bro, you're still here, bro. Hey, Chubby. Yeah, what up, blood? Good to see you, my man. Ah, shit, man. Expert. I will always be suspicious. Expert says danger AI will destroy mankind. Yeah, we know that, mate. They've predicted it in films. I mean, for that, it would have. Who knows how things will progress? I mean, we can kind of imagine Terminator and what's that thing called? Terminator. What's the company called? Sky Tech or something. We can think about that, but AI to destroy humanity, I mean, it's got to want to, number one. It's got to think it's worthwhile to itself. It's got to be a lot brighter than it is now, in the sense that, and it's got to have the ability to control everything. And it will. I mean, soon, what's going to happen? Electric cars, they took social media. There's something on Netflix or some film about how, if you haven't got the right credit, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, you won't be allowed to buy alcohol. They're going to control everything. And obviously, computers are going to be in control of all this, right? It's grey, it's dark, man. It's dystopian, as they say. Little Musgrave. I'll always be grateful to Ricky for helping me recover from the horrors of COVID by charging £90 to watch him spar Marco Antonio Barrera. Well, at least you didn't charge you £1,000, which you would have done for a ringside seat. The fucking idiot. How could you have the bare ass cheat to come up with that? He pushed the ding dong, ding dong, ding dong with his gay son, and Eddie Hearn and Conor Bum. Remember? Do you remember? I actually featured it on one of my videos. If you didn't see it, it's got Ricky talking to Campbell, and they're having a little laugh in their front room, and I fucking hate Mayweather's jab, says Ricky. And Campbell turns around and goes, hey, it doesn't look like it. You ate enough of them, didn't you, Dad? But you got to take the jabba ding dong. Rogan, dirty scumbag. Oh, Battyman's here. Chubby, what's up, man? Yeah, man. Just staying away from Battyman's. Adam D in the house. Hey, yo, Chubby. Yeah, what's up, brother? Good to see you. White gonna hit Big Meat from the back. Yeah, that's after the fight, bro. I'm not dead yet. Do you actually want to see GayJ if he's white, Chubby? No, I don't. And I'm saying this again and again and again. There's only a few fight, and these guys are getting towards their mid-30s, right? They fight like once or twice, once every 9 months. Like, there's only a few fights involving top four, right? Wilder, Usitch, Wilder, GayJ, Fury, Usitch, Fury, GayJ, right? Usitch, Wilder. I've already covered them basically. Yeah, Usitch, Tyson Fury. Those are the top ones. And that's it. DuBum, no one give a fuck about. Apparently he's. We know he's shit anyway. Warren's cashing him out because he realized he's a busted flush. He made a rare mistake with him, but he's like, I'm gonna cash him out, so we'll get some money from him. I'll probably get my investment back, and just by chance, you just never know. I mean, I think it's probably about a 5% chance, but DuBum might land the lucky shot. Who knows? So anyway, fuck her. AJ has a girlfriend. He's not gay, really. What? AKA skins on Ben Hiney. Yeah. Andrew, you've lost your chin, Femi. He's lost his chin. He's lost his confidence. He was always a big bully. He's like a bully at school. Get them big bullies, right? They intimidate people. Give it all that. Fucking you what? You fucking what? Half the time, they don't even have to, clip someone and all that shit. And you get one guy. You always get that one crazy guy at school, right? Who's not a big guy, but he fucking game. And one day, the bully picks on him, and he shouldn't have done. He should have known to keep away. And then the guy will jump all over him and batter him in front of the fucking school. And the bully goes, stop. That's like GayJ. He's lost his confidence. He's been battered. He's a big bully. Andrew, Eddie is praying. I'm assuming you say GayJ don't get clipped. Yeah, he wants to cash out GayJ, but he's trying to get as much money as he can on safe-ish fights, and then he's going to throw him in with Wilder or Fury, I guess, for last big payday. And he's done very well out of GayJ. Let's not fuck about it. And he can't go on for, he's going to squeeze every bit of value he can out of GayJ inversion. I know this might already been addressed, but do you think Lomachenko was robbed to get Teddy? I believe Lomachenko won. Okay. I don't believe it was by, I say about by 2 rounds, but the way boxing is scored is flawed, right? Because you can have one guy's won 5 rounds clearly, right, but no knockdowns, and another guy's may have edged 5 rounds, and the scorecards could be balanced. That's the kind of thing we had with Lomachenko. Loma's rounds were clearer. I believe that with boxing being crooked, they were not going to give it to Lomachenko anyway. So, but yeah, it's a shame. Lomachenko's really one of the best. I've never seen a guy with his skills. Never know. And his disadvantages at too high weight. He's got them slim shoulders, those little arms, and still, he takes these guys to school. Andrew, oh yeah, praying GayJ don't get clipped. Apparently the Saudis aren't happy. Oh, okay. I mean the Saudi deal, but they never told us nothing about it. Have they paid? Have they made a contract? I don't know, man. Is it still in negotiation? You can't go on forever, man. I think if the Saudis will put in, want to put in GayJ with Wilder, right? And I'm pretty sure Eddie, the killer, the undefeated ex super heavyweight from Billericay, knows that Wilder's going to smoke GayJ, and then it's done. That's especially if you get GayJ landing on his face like that, which would be beautiful, by the way. Because Usitch, he absolutely schooled GayJ. He didn't stop him. I'm unsatisfied. Even with the schooling, I want to get GayJ on his face, blood, face down, ass up, without AKA skins like that behind him, smashing him. Where's that old fucker? Here's GayJ, and here's fucking AKA skins fucking hitting it from the back, blood. And there's fucking snitch time. Sonny A was looking for some fucking African pussy to smash. Clarissa Williams or whatever her name is. Clarissa Shields. Yeah, where are we at? Chatting. The chatting. That's good. That's all good. So at this point, remember, we all know I'm demonetized. When you want to give me a cash out, # Bengal G14. If you've not signed up, you sign up. Use it to the thing below. What's it called? The affiliate link below, and you get a free £5 when you give Chubby a £5. So you don't lose no money. I hate grifting for money, but there you go. Of Chaka. It's a robot arm that runs fryers in White Castles taking two people's jobs. Yeah, I've seen that. And we know for years it's going to happen. They've got all these fucking amazing machines. I mean, even at the low level, you go into MacD's now or KFC or whatnot, right? There are fewer jobs than there were before. Why? Because there are fewer people at the counter. Why? Because you fucking come and ding, pay, bosh. Collect your food and get the fuck out of there. Right? So you go to Tesco's, there are fewer or whatever. There are fewer people at the till. Why? Because they've got self-service. This is the very low level, but that's already taking people's jobs, right? But people are only going to notice. I mean, look at they just want content writers, people that write content for the internet. They lost their jobs now. Just fucking get free chat GPT. You know what I'm saying? What are you saying, Anthony? You've been talking a lot. I hope modeling bimbo jobs gets replaced first. I don't think AI can. Well, no, of course AI can replace bimbos. They'll get really realistic. There's going to be a pure AI film. They've already done films that are CGI, and you won't know what's real and what isn't. You'll have no idea. You have no idea whether you're chatting to a bot, right, on a forum. You'll have no idea. If the people you've seen on TV are real, if what's happening is real. And go look at the Project Bluebeam. There's a red pill for you. Project Bluebeam, the fake alien invasion coming up. My boy PB. I think you're wrong to slander GayJ and insinuate that he's homosexual. He's just experimenting. Some experiments take a long time. Well, fucking hell, man. This guy is going to be the worst scientist of all time, man. He still has not come to any conclusion about the Bati business situation, man. We got 21 fans. It was 29 a minute ago. Am I boring people or something? Inversion liberals program chat GPT. Right. They do have more of an input, right? So you'll say, something bad about Trump. They get answers. Something bad about Biden. Chat GPT says it doesn't want to get a bit involved in politics. Yeah. That's right, because essentially AI is not really AI, right? And it will have parameters pushed on it by libtards. Yeah, it's pathetic. Ask them about black power, brown power, this kind of stuff, and then ask about white power and see how different that is. I mean, you can see on Wikipedia, you can see that it's totally slanted and it's not objective, but it basically just gets the information within the parameters set by the libtards. It gets the information from the internet. It comes up with a piece of rain. cut Caesars out of the neck. Like Mike Tyson. Yeah, he's is it Georgian guy who was meant to fight Blowjob Saunders, Billy Blowjob Saunders. I think, wasn't it, a few years ago? And he got, I don't know, man, he was involved in some mafiosi type things, and he's a short, stocky. He looks about 20 years older than he is, but yeah, I mean, would he do anything in boxing? I don't know, man. I don't know how old he is now, but he must be late 30s, right? The Netflix version, the Netflix show, with the social critics was nosedive from Black Mirror. Yeah, I saw a clip of it on I think it was I don't know, someone else's channel, like John Paul Watson. He's not to be trusted really, but he does make some okay points. Lossa, DuBum, yeah, chatting a lot, Chinny. DuBum was meant to be another version of me, but Frank failed. Yeah, he didn't become another version of Bruno, did he? Bruno's fucking whack as well. You know how, like, when people retire, they try to, you know, if they like someone as well, they reassess the fighter. You know, some fighters. Lennox Lewis he was highly regarded, but not nearly as highly regarded as he is now. But I think that's right, because Lennox was a very good fighter. But then that bum Bruno, yeah, who did he beat? World-class fighters did he beat? Oliver McCall, who was a crackhead, who was crying on his way to the ring, and he barely got through. That's it. And then yet you'll have idiots saying, "Oh, he's really good. He could have beaten Klitschko." And shut up, man. Andrew, serious question. Yeah, they're all serious. How many fights has GayJ got left? Okay, well, I mean, it depends whether it keeps on winning or not, but I mean, surely no more than 5, surely. And that's if he keeps on winning, surely. I mean, and that would take like fucking 3.5 years, right? And he got a lot of money, man. And his heart's not in boxing. He's never really been a boxer. He's not a true boxer. He's just a great bodybuilder. He's been fed a lot of PEDs. Boxing classics. When will he ever get Ed there on the same stage as Frank or Ellaby? That's a press conference I want to see. Maybe they never cross paths. Yeah, do you know what? I don't even spend too much time thinking about these fucking idiots, man. Just put the fucking fights on. I started watching boxing because I want to see the best of the best fight each other and beat each other up. Real men fight. I don't want to fucking talk about contracts, and I don't want to talk about rumors. And like, okay, Don King was always a star. Yeah. But then he get himself in the pictures with his hair and all that. Aram wasn't really. He in the UK, Barry Hearn started to push his face a bit, but they were never these kind of stars that they are now. But with media everywhere, everyone's a star, man. Everyone's a star. Chubby's a star, man, amongst his own fans. People warn about the horrors of AI and television advances, so we should stop instead of advancing to it. Well, they won't stop. Because I think it's part of the plan anyway. Yeah. You know, there's what's that fucking website, Deagle or something, and there's a load of people saying how Boris Johnson, fucking that pussy old Bill Gates, we need to depopulate. The Georgia Guidestones that got smoked. Yeah, you know about them, saying how we need to keep down to 500 million people, and so they're looking to make people redundant, sterilize people, get people to stop reproducing, become batty-mans that die of fucking virus, and on and on and on. And this is part of their plan. You know, the real question is, will the elitists that really run the world, will they be able to control it so that it doesn't fuck with them too? And I would assume that they would have the resources to do so. I just don't know, mate. I don't know, but I believe in the biblical end times. And so to me, I think before the AI real takes over, like, I mean, the Antichrist, who knows? It might be a fucking virtual thing, AI thing. I don't know. There are many theories on this, but I believe before AI destroys humanity and we get a Terminator 2 or whatever, Terminator type scenario, I believe that end times will strike before then. Andrew, boxing question. Crawford v. Spence. Yo, get the fuck out of here. You bitch. Sorry, man. I left the window open in the basement. It's still a basement, but like The stairs are there. I got a window in it. That's the ground floor up there. Anyway. Crawfish v Spence. And I'm just sort of edging towards Spence purely because I think the powers that be prefer him to win. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really that interested in Crawford. I've never really been so. He don't like my fire, nor does his fat wife. I wonder whether she likes a snitch time son at Edward's fire. I don't know. Inversion. I should just lost her. In that case, you're talking about. I just avoid the damage and casualty. I want no part in technological advancement. I mean, the Amish are not going to be part of it, but the Amish don't even fight. They refuse to fight. What are they going to do if they're going to get rolled over? Nothing. But the Amish are one of the few peoples that deliberately live away from technology. And, they have a medicine and stuff there. I mean, there's always exceptions, but basically that's the rule. And they've had this. They got the same life expectancy as the rest of America, and they've had that expectancy since they set up. Huh? You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that medical intervention, which by the way is, some people think it's the biggest killer. Some people think it's about the third. It depends. It depends on what study you've looked at. The third biggest killer of people in the Western world, but it just shows you the medical intervention makes no difference to people's fucking life expectancy, because the Amish don't use it and they've got the same life expectancy. And everything's a fucking lie. Little Musgrave. Hex Toys, where you at? Show me some love. Yeah, Hex Toys, you got fucking cash out, bro. Yeah, hopefully I should be able to fix my I'm hoping to work on my appeal video. Every time I think about it, I cringe. I've written a draft, but it's just so cringe, and it makes me angry, man. And Version got Crawfish with it. He switched the stance and had some good offense. Yeah, I'm going to look into it more, to be honest. Spence is nice, quick, and he's a slick black boxer TM. Anthony, I want a robot version of AKA Skins to smash my batty old Bragton. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Chinny version. I guess the modeling part is fine, but it sucks to see the other parts. Oh, I'm sorry, you're applying to something else. Oh, you're applying to Anthony. They can replace modeling, but it's just drawing a woman. Yeah. And the version goes, modeling part's fine. It sucks to see the other parts. I mean, I don't know. I just, with virtual reality and headsets, and eventually you'll probably be able to plug it. There's a film called End of Days or Strange Days, and you could plug people's recorded experiences into your brain, directly to your brainstem. And apparently technology is actually technically here, and no one's going to know what's reality and what isn't. It's going to be a crazy one. No one's going to be reproducing. JM, Sonny, and Claire Shields is a good pair. She weighs 1.5 times his weight, man. What's that little midget? Fucking smashing. Smashing Clarissa Shields, man. I mean, I bet she got some huge strap on. Inversion. Driverless cars should be banned because I trust humans more than robots. Anthony, yeah, I mean, I don't like too many laws. I think it's going to be a culture. But frankly, I think I don't be defeatist. I'm not sure what I'll do, but I think we're fucked already, and people will just follow whatever they're told to do, like they always have. Maybe 20%. So even the 20%, let's say, and I think that's realistic, the people that don't agree with what's happening and see the big picture, will they do anything? I mean, you need to have unity. You need to have access to fucking weapons, right? Fuck what's going to happen. I'm sorry to be defeatist, blood. I think we'll see CGI to get out of control. Then I'll give them an excuse to bring in some form of compulsory online identity to get on the internet. Yeah, I don't think they'll need CGI for that. I think they're already moving towards that in so many different ways. In so many different ways. You will need and they're going to move towards fucking mark of the beast, digital ideas, chips. They've already got chips in fucking Sweden and places like that. Don't think we'll fight it. GayJ left. It's with HIV. I want to give it to Skins or Ben Haney. Boxing Classics. Yeah. This has turned into a dystopian future hellhole AI chat conversation type scenario. Self-driving cars will eventually take over, but they will get better than us. True. I can see the future humans will be banned from driving. Yeah, no doubt. And there'll be electric cars. And if you step out of line, they'll stop you from using your cars in your 15-minute cities. Yeah. Of Chuck, the autists are warming. are warming seriously about AI. Good interviews, podcasts, real danger. Yeah, but the people in general don't give a fucking fuck about you and me or the autists, man. Nothing will change. What's changed? Everything that's been predicted by conspiracy theorists has come true, looks like it might come true, or is in the process of coming true, as far as I'm concerned. Bang Daddy Paddy was the first guy who commented on this live, but before we went live, talking about the love wins, some batty business. If Dean White and GayJ link up after the fight, thoughts on who would be the bottom? GayJ would definitely be the bottom. First, he has underdeveloped genitals, so you can't really do much with them. Like in the Dean White, Dillian White partnership, but Dean is the bottom, Dillian's the top. So yeah, Dillian will be the top. And he'll smash the shit out of GayJ's batty hole. Boxing Classics section. You're watching Oppenheimer, new Christopher Nolan film about nuclear war. I generally don't watch mainstream films, bro. Hollywood. I mean, if it's real good, I'll have a look. The last one I watched was a George Foreman film because I knew it was a bit more wholesome. And I just put my head down. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend it's like the old days. Cause I used to like to go on cinema with me popcorn, with me cold drink, and just enjoy a film that isn't full of fucking ESG bullshit. My boy Acoustic Gymnastic. You late, motherfucker. Chubby's is the man. Thank you. No homo. You forgot to add a no homo. Very important. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I forgot to say. Like, share, donate. It's free. Well, donating isn't free, but you can use Cash App, #MegoG14, but certainly liking is free. Yeah, share it on some social media. Do whatever. I mean, wait. Well, son, I need to wait until I know my situation. Whether I'm going to remonetize here, whether I'm going to have to start a new channel, right? I might have to migrate to a new channel. That's a shame, but it is what it is. Of Chaka, get Google Bard or ChatGPT to write the best appeal. It can tell all the details. But funnily enough, it's funny you mention that. I actually got to ChatGPT and I asked it a question about how to best to appeal, and it wrote me a little. I said, "Can you write me a script?" It kind of misunderstood my question. I'm sure if I'd and I tried a few different types. Instead of producing, I'm sure maybe it was up to me to reword it probably. But instead of giving me a script for my actual reapplication video, it explained. It wrote like a, I don't know, like a what would you call it? Like a fucking lesson. Like if you're given a lesson, like if you're teaching. Give you a script like as if you're explaining how the whole process works to a room of kids or whatnot, rather than provide me with a script, right, to give the video out. Does that make sense? I'm not explaining it well, but you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I did try that. I probably could have, surely eventually could have got it, but I did write like, please write me a script for a video reapplying for monetization because I was demonetized because I apparently re-uploaded content or something like that. And 100 ways to do it. And I thought, you know what, fuck that. I'll do it myself anyway. I mean, it's pathetic, man. Fucking, and they're wrong. If they spent the time, I've got to fucking justify my own fucking channel to them bitches, even though they were wrong, right? They obviously haven't looked at my videos probably. Otherwise they will know. 99% of it is original content. Fucking idiots. Fucking morons. Unknown. What's your unknown, boy? Some man got locked out of Smiles because he said something that the AI deemed racist. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, see, that was insane, man. And you will get that shit. There's a short film. Damn it. I think it's actually on YouTube. Or was. It's about half an hour about a guy. The whole series of events that happens when a guy is trying to get home, and all these things keep on going wrong, and with artificial intelligence, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's kind of amazing to see how creepy these things can go. Andrew says Carissa has got a bigger core than Sonny. I'm pretty sure she had. All that testosterone, probably her clitoris is probably about this big. Oh, vomit. Yeah, we get my food on. I've done let's have some food talk. I've done a lot of fajitas, man. I put so much fucking things in it. There's so much you can put in a fajita. I ended up being like massive like that. I couldn't even fold it in half. But I ate 3 of them. And I found this ice cream, this beautiful ice cream, this Moreno cherry ice cream by this Italian company. Yeah, man, I feel good. Am I dead? Sunny Clarissa will be like the bigger the cushion, the sweeter the pushing. But yeah, what's that expression, man? The bigger the cushion. I think it's what he said. Yeah, he like, oh fuck! Imagine being a fly on the wall, seeing that sickness, man. Life's so complicated nowadays. I got a million accounts, a million things, a million parcels. Is over. Yeah, it's insane. And they'll offer you things to make these things easier, but ultimately, I've had. Oh man, I don't know where to start. I've got 250 emails addresses. I've got 30 burner phones. Yeah, I mean that's maybe a bit over the top. I use 15 different browsers. Yeah, I got 60 betting accounts. I mean, blood club. That's just off the top of my motherfucking head. But I'll reveal something. I got some stuff hacked, and I lost. Man, life-changing shit. I'll explain on a later date, man. And that's the thing. All this technology. Oh, it keeps all your stuff. Oh, it makes it easier to access your stuff. It makes it more secure, and you can trace it. Oh, fuck off, man. A load of shit. Reese. I'm Christian Catholicism. What do you think, Joby? I believe that all the major denominations are corrupt. The Church of England, the Catholic Church is super corrupt. Some people say you could say the Pope is one Antichrist, whether it be the main one, the end Antichrist, if you like. I would say it's up to you, bro. You can I still occasionally go to Anglican church just to get I quite like the hymns and things, but one time they had us dealing with praying and asked us to pray for Batimans who apparently been persecuted. I've known that people get pushed so much and protected. I got up off my knees and walked out, blood. You got Rowan Williams, who's a former Archbishop of Canterbury. I know this is Anglican, but I'm using it as an example. And he said that becoming transgender, think about this, becoming transgender is a sacred journey. Can you imagine that? It's even predicting the Bible that this will be in the end days. So he's saying, I mean, it boggles the mind. I don't even need to talk about the problems with that kind of claim. Yeah, my boy Acoustic Gymnastics in the house. Will Frank pay DuBum to jump on the floor in round 4 and 2 and then have $500,000 on the result book as well? I think it's very difficult to win big money at the bookies in this country. Everything is monitored too much, especially if you're the fucking promoter. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Warren's just cashing him in and thinking, well, I'll cash him in, wash my hands of this pussy hole, fucking useless bastard. And then, but there's a small chance he might win. If he wins that, Frank's going to make some money. I mean, it's a very small chance, but And there's thoughts on BlackRock's ESG scores. Companies that work progressive get higher scores, get financial reward. Yeah, I've mentioned this in some of my videos, especially about Ben Shalom, and that's how he got the job. Sky got bought by Comcast. BlackRock and Larry Fink have some shares in Comcast. It's not massive; it's like 8% or something, but that doesn't matter. They got their foot in the door, and then once they've done that, they will offer all these companies money, as you said, to push a specific agenda, like women's boxing and all that stuff. As soon as the director of Sky Sports, I can't remember his name, he's a friend of Shalom, and I'm meant to do a video on this for years, but both of them talking about how important it was to bring diversity, and by that I didn't mean like obviously black people or ethnic people into boxing, because that boxing is the most diverse sport there is. They meant specifically to bring loads of women, and they bring all that dog shit that we see. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And people say like normies go, oh no, there's only one thing that counts at the end of the day in business, it's profit, and that's the only people only put all this women's boxing on because they think they can get cheap fights and daddy that. No, motherfucker. As you said, these companies, BlackRock, Vanguard, remember that guy, whatever his fucking name is, I forget it again. Will give money to companies if they push degeneracy. Like with that 7-Up had some weird advert where some father takes his what used to be a daughter but now is identified as a man, and she's binded and all that. This has got nothing to do with selling 7-Up blood, because they've taken Harvey's fucking Shekels blood. Harley. I don't think the fight is bad. Oh, this case is Harvey Chin. GayJ, mentally is the same. And White's Chin is suspicious. The pay-per-view price is a shambles. Yeah, I mean, that's fucking terrible. I mean, that's a shocking price, man, for that shit. They've all come off big losses, except Jermaine Franklin. I wouldn't say he's a bum, but he's it's nothing special. Fucking, this is a joke. I don't think the fight's bad. If it was on normal TV, all right. But as I said, it is part in the late part of people's careers, right? Fighting fucking the washed up Dillian White, a washed up GayJ fighting a washed up Dillian White is not important to us. It's only worth them $27.99. I wonder what fucking bitches they're gonna have boxing on the card. Not that I care. Yes, my man here in the house. Is that TN2 or TB2? I can't see that one. Chubby, love the videos, man. Help me through dark times. Oh, really? Oh, that's real good, man. Do you know, funny enough, right? I think you got Time Booth in your avatar, right? You didn't use call yourself Time something. Anyway, whatever. Time 82, right? And back in the day when Time had started his videos, I mean, they were fucking gold, man. Unfortunately, they lost now because he got banned, didn't he? His first channel. He got zapped, and I will go for a tough time, blood. I lost a lot of money. I've been defrauded. I have problems, all kinds of fucking problems, man. And I've gone from being in good shape and in good spirits to fucking facing all kinds of shit. But and I was, to be honest, I was getting my smoke on. I was smoking bongs all the time. But and I remember, man, the fucking Time Booth videos where they come on, like cheer me up, I go, cool. I escaped 20 minutes, I kind of laugh. Yeah, man, those were the days, bro. But thank you, man. That's a good thing to say, man. I appreciate it, man. Acoustic. What's your opinions on the Triple R? Yeah, I just find it kind of odd. He's been on this channel before on the lives. I think, as I said, he's given me some cash money. So I'm just checking if anyone's giving me any cash yet, so I can big him up. I haven't seen Shane. Talking of donations, because one of the most generous donors is Shane Bongos. I haven't seen Shane for a bit, man. I hope he's all right, bloody Shane. If you're here, man, what's up? You don't have to give me no money, man. I ain't begging. It's good to see you, man. You're my mans with a 5.5-inch cut Corey. Without further ado, retro announcement. I think it was a Chris Eubanks Senior having Grace Jones meltdown. Oh yeah, I had to take that down because for my appeal, but it's not up there anymore. Yeah. Done his Illuminati ties are strange. First he struck down Eubank in the 3 fight, then it should be monetization. So let me reread that. Chris Eubanks seen having the Grace Jones meltdown, yeah, then done it. His Illuminati ties are strong. Oh, first he struck down. Okay, I see what you're saying. Sorry. I don't know, man. He's just doesn't seem to know what he's fucking doing. He smokes a lot of weed as well. There's a guy, I see a guy on TV right today called tennis player called Christopher Eubanks with an S, right? Black guy from America. And obviously I'm like, oh, okay. And but Chris Eubank, his name is actually Christopher Eubanks, like the tennis player. But he changed it Right, halfway through his career, he says, "I'm going to be known as Eubank from now because to distinguish himself from Peter and Simon Eubanks, his brothers, his blood brothers, by the way, to look down on them." Can you believe that? I think Simon beat Barry McGuigan, or one of them did. Anyway, there you go. That's a bit of trivia. Finally got a trivia on live. Yes, Bakir, as I speak to my mans. Yeah, how things are? Yeah, things are okay, bro. You know, okay, man. I'm not getting my drink on, my smoke on. I'm getting my food on, blood. And I've gone back to the gym. Went to the gym yesterday, today. I'm not fit though, and it's, do you know what? Especially when you're older, it's a slog. And once you're fit, it's good, you know, and you recover quickly. But getting there, man, especially when you're old, man. You know what I'm saying? It's fuck. I'm sitting there. I'm like, fuck this shit for a game of fucking soldiers, bitch. Parade in the house. The church building doesn't even have a Christian in charge. Yeah, I don't even know who is in charge. Is it a black guy? I don't know. I can't even remember, man. Oh, Justin Welby. Yeah, that's the motherfucker. He's another. Yeah, I mean, these guys are sick. You know, and they're talking about, you know, Batu marriage and all this stuff, right? Is in the Bible saying, don't do this, and this will happen at the end times. And the church has become corrupt, and they're just following it. I said to a priest, I said, look, you're getting us to bend over for Bati business, metaphorically. You know, do you know? And I started speaking about the end times, and she's like, it doesn't matter, the contents, and that's the old. I go, no. You can't rewrite the Bible. Who gave you the authority to edit and rewrite the Bible? And she's like, she's a woman, obviously. Women, by the way, it's in Timothy. It shouldn't even be in charge of men. They shouldn't have authority over men. It's said, it's written. And she's like, it's only in Leviticus. I said, no, it isn't. It's mentioned at least 6 times in the New Testament, in Timothy, and in the Gospels, in Revelation. I thought she was going to fucking cry, this stupid cunt. But you can't, you know, it was just like, who are you to fucking, you're changing the Bible? You're saying ignore this? You know, big up back to business. I go, do you not even see you? You are fulfilling the predictions as a false fucking prophet. Oh, we should stop bullying me. Fucking bitch. You should be burnt in a motherfucking stake, you know what I'm saying? Inversion. Doesn't gender mixing come from the Talmud? That's right. Bizarrely, the Talmud. If you don't know it, check it out and look at it, man. And the Babylon Talmud, I said there was 7 genders, and also it says loads of things like you're allowed to have sex with kids, you can lie, you can kill Gentile. It's simply insane. It's like a set of orders to murder and do what you want. But we have to ignore it because otherwise we as anti-Semites. Yeah, I agree with that. You know, yeah. And you only need God and Jesus. That's it. I mean, it's not that complex, Christianity, really. Right? You know, ignore the Old Testament, except, you know, we all know about the 10 Commandments, right? That's fine, but we know about that shit. It's largely irrelevant. I mean, basically, the New Testament just fulfills it, right? And then, you know, all you need to do is read the 4 Gospels. You don't even need to read the rest, and live your life like that, and bosh, that's it. It's not that complex, man. Bagman in the house, bro. That's saying Catholic and Orthodox are more based. The Anglican church hymns are top. Yeah, I will give you that. They're very moving, but they're written years ago. You know, you can feel the connection, man, when you're singing it and you're thundering the rhymes, man. Just allow the witness and enjoy the communion of Christ. The church is made up of you, fucker. I get that, and that's kind of what I decided to do. But certain things I can't stand for, man. And then the sheep will just follow. And I'm like, well, you don't listen to this fucking bitch. Anthony, if DuBum wins, he'll make Undisputed with Fury in a heartbeat. He's coping by hoping out. Yeah, I mean, it's so unlikely, right? I mean, anything can happen. I'd be horrified. I'd be so horrified if DuBum's won against Usitch. I mean, I'd be just like, oh no, man, this is fucking no good, man. Because Usitch deserves his place in history. If he loses to DuBum, man, that place is in serious jeopardy. Reese. Yes, I've heard. There may be Antichrist. From our sense, the church was either hijacked very early. Yeah, the Catholic Church is the one Jesus founded. I mean, for me, there's only one church I follow. I call myself non-denominational. I say I follow first century Christianity. That's it. They didn't even used to have churches. They were persecuted so much they couldn't have churches. They would be held in. They'd have meetings in their own houses and shit. Sorry, I know. Is Triple R mentally ill? Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot about it. Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on. I don't know when he's playing it as a parody. I see pictures of him in his house and it's quite desolate. I don't know, man. Tyne seemed a bit freaked out, which was kind of interesting. I do not know what's going on. I don't really sit there watching it. I'll watch it from afar. I just don't think anything's gonna happen really. Like I said, he's been on before he started his channel. He's been on this channel, right? And I think he gave me some cash money. Boxing Classic. You see the difference between Sky News Australia based Sky News UK? I wish we could swap because Australia's still run by Murdoch. Is it? Okay, not as the same as Conquest. Okay, now that makes sense. I mean, that's not saying Murdoch is based, but I did notice the Sky in Australia was more based, as you said. But Australia's, is getting demolished as well. It's like a testing ground as well. They use Sweden, Ireland, Australia, Canada are the main testing grounds before they move everything to the big nations, like to the UK and to the USA especially. But Andrew Tate's rumored to have a solution to the Palestine-Israel conflict. I doubt it. He might be a leader there. I mean, what you think he's the Antichrist? I don't know, man. I don't think so. He's just another Illuminati Freemason bum. When you said to me they need diversity of love islands, when someone said to me they need diversity of love islands, I said, what, the dance group? Yeah, I mean, oh man, it's so pathetic. Diversity. Acoustic will Schofield be jailed. I don't know. It doesn't look like it, to be honest. Unless it's something real. I mean, the kid, unless the kid comes out and says, yeah, you fucking nonced me when I was a youth. Underage. That's the only. I don't see that happening as well. This guy's got a good job on TV now as well. And if he's gross, then I don't know, man. I don't. The Schofield thing's a bit weird because he's also been very useful to their agenda, Oh, there's nothing wrong with being a batsman. Look at Philip. He's great. He's so brave. He let himself get smashed in the batty hole while he had a wife and 2 kids. But he's so brave because he came out. Fucking suck my motherfucker. In fact, don't suck my dick. Just get the fuck out of here. Mbakir. Dave Allen is on the GayJ White undercard. Is he? Is he fighting Fraser Clark? That was the rumor. I quite like Dave Allen. I mean, I don't think he ever took it that seriously. He's still a dangerous guy if he did. Acoustic. I don't know about that, but thank you, man. Alex the Pirate equals Triple R. Oh, who's Alex the Pirate, man? I don't know. Wait a minute. Ain't no live without my minds. Shane Bogos, who we were talking about earlier. I was like, where's that motherfucker Shane? Where he at? Where's Shane at? I ain't seen him for a bit. I'm here. I went back to work after a 2-year break. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, because so you're working for yourself. You was like trading crypto and shit. I'm guessing here, right? But something like that. You went back to work. What kind of business? What kind of business, man? I hope it's good. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I think spending all the time in my basement ain't that good. I wouldn't mind to have more interaction, but the problem is I don't have interaction with too many normies, I can't deal with that shit. I can't deal with ignorant fucking people with that stupid look in their face and them blank eyes. Blood clot. Boot soul. My man's Boot soul. What's up, my brother? I think we've chatted before. Love your workshop. Yeah, man. I hope you're well, brother. It's great to see you as always. It's great to see all me fans. I love me fans. We all know about that. Yes. Oh. Where are we at? Oh, did you see how cold Evie's buildings? No, I was in Manchester. And I saw Ricky Hatton and Campbell Hatton. I was watching the Lee Wood fight. So I was just following it on my phone. There was another fight that night as well, weren't there? There were like 3 fights. Michael Conlon as well. Just crazy to have all them decent fights. So I didn't, and apparently it was shit. But I won. I don't know. I won about 30 quid on Philip Smith, and I'd forgotten about it. I only discovered it this week. I was going through one of my 60 betting accounts, and I was like, oh yeah. 30 quid ain't gonna change that motherfucker's life, but I was pleased. Hug Coley is boring, man. Do you like drum and bass music? No, Not at all. I like 80s music. I like hip hop, but not really past 2011. No, I would never into jumping. Back in the day, when I used to go raving, or when the real XC years, man. I don't like to use the expression. It was like a taste of heaven, but it was ecstasy, And I had my woman's, and those E's were just like they were 15 quid, back in the day. But man, that was the biggest bargain. So I used to like dance music then, but I don't go raving now. I'll take drugs. So Andrew, the world is fucked. Yeah, you get the prize for stating the obvious, homeboy. No, but absolutely. I mean, it's I feel like I'm tripping. I almost feel like I've got a parallel universe. Some of the weird shit that's going on. When you think of it, you think that like genuinely you'll get politicians that can't say what a woman is, can't define what a woman is. Now, genuinely, you're like, this is a clown world, blood. Clown world, you know what I'm saying? Chubby running on the roads or in the gym. There's a gym, decent women, the chubby will take back the basement. Yeah, I'm back in the day, oh man, I was greedy. Damn. I raided that buffet, blood. I was greedy, man. Piling women on the plate. I was a good looking guy. Now, I didn't realize how lucky I had it, to be honest with you, because I was fucked up in other ways. But I haven't had a woman in almost 5 years now, so I'm voluntary out of the game. So no, I can't stand slags that wear way too tight things. Stuff that's so tight you can almost see the batty hole speaking to you. Yeah, when they're doing their stupid exercise, they put their ass in the air like that. And they just work on their ass. There's a girl at the gym today, and she's like a midget. She's like 5 foot less, maybe 4 foot something. Midget. Not an actual dwarf, but like small. And it's just only doing batty exercises. And we just sit there with the tightest biker's shorts and literally just sit there looking every 20 minutes, looking at her ass in the mirror. I'm just like, this is just so bizarre, man. It's just, she's a midget as well, like, smaller than Sonny Edwards too. Acoustic, what's the best time to upload? What videos? Apparently about 6. I don't know, man. If you're talking to me, I forgot, blood. Palmer Parade. Whenever I see the early live section, check Justin Welby's early live section. There's a meme right in there, and there's a meme in there with Neo is that the name, and whatever Lawrence Fishburne, and he's like, "Wait, you're telling me if I take the red pill, all I have to do is read the early live section?" He goes, "No, I'll tell you when you're ready. You won't even need to read the early live section." I think it could be one of them, man. Acoustic uploads at 5 a.m. and got minus views. Blood. Yeah, I don't necessarily believe the data that they give you, but I was recommended that the busiest period is between 6 and 8 on my channel. So you've been demonetized. What the fuck is that? Yeah. So initially, I got a 3 month for apparently using content, and then they said after 3 months expired, I deleted a bunch of videos. Obviously, I had to delete loads of shorts. It really hurt me. One of them had 2 million views plus, but most of my stuff is completely original, right? They just ain't done their fucking investigation properly. And I thought, I'll just fucking resubmit it. And I did. I said, no, sorry, you now got another 3 month strike, but you can appeal it. So I've got to give a video and appeal it. So the only thing I got is fucking cash out. People, so if my appeal don't work and I've got to make it first, then I'm gonna probably make a new channel here, and also go. People talked about Rumble and Patreon, but if you have too many fucking, YouTube is so clearly a monopoly here, and if you have too many different channels, to manage it is a headache, and to get people to view it. But yeah, fuck that. I've been demonized and demonetized. Remind you of Phone Jacker. Is Phone Jacker the one with hello, I want to wire you the money. It's George Adwango. Can I have your sort details and your account number? Is it that one? And with Billy, or is it the one where they own the phone shop? You tell me. I can't remember. Yes, my boy Jamie Fallon in the house. Safe Juby, long time no chat. Yeah, I love me fans, not homo, so it's great to see everyone. I don't get as much. You can tell that I've been slightly, what's the word, shadow banned, because I used to get like regularly it would be between 60 and 75 people at any one time on my chats. Now it's like 27, which is all right, but it's just you just fucking live with it. Yeah, man. Explain to me about phone jacker T82. Boxing it. I want video or Chubby debating his local church representative. I fucking listen, bro. I was I'm gonna sit her down. I said, I need to see you. I need to speak to you. And for a year, and then this woman would make it, she would avoid me. Because she knew she was gonna get rinsed. And she knew she had no fucking answer. And she did, dealing with a high form of intelligence. And I was gonna record I'm just gonna fucking sit there recording her, Not obviously, you gotta be subtle when you record people. You go like that, then people get the fuck out of here. I've done it to people like, the good people that come get the census. I said, knocked on my door, talk. I said, yeah, hello? Yes, hello. We noticed you didn't do your census. I said, I'm not interested. Boom. Not aggressively. I said, what do you want? I had my phone here. This bitch is like, well, look, you haven't done your census. You can face a fucking fine of up to £1,000. I said, what? I said, listen, man, I got plenty of problems. I can't do nothing for you, man. Triple B got fucking problems of his own. I can't do nothing for you. I said, who are you anyway? I said, I'm filming you, that. And then, they take a step back. I said, who are you? Oh, I'm representing. I said, no, I didn't say who you're representing. I said, who are you? I said, let me see your ID. And they have one of them clips. I started looking at it. Fucking comes out. I said, right. I said, so you've come to my motherfucking door, or my mother's door. You knocked on it. You threatened me with £1,000 fine, and you won't even show me your ID and tell me who. I said, get the fuck out of here, man. She went off crying. That's how you fucking deal with people. Oh, Terry Tibbs, yeah. Talk to me. The only one I really liked was George. You have won according to the database. My boy Nads. Yes, brother. The only one that's been missing, we've got Shane Mongus, we've had Naz, my boy Naz. Well, there's always loads of people missing. We ain't got no Missy Rara. I haven't seen her for a bit. Apparently she's doing okay though. We haven't got no Lee Talks boxing tonight. I'm very disappointed, Lee, man. Very disappointed, Lee, man. Have I upset you? No Spence tonight. No, and I'm quite disappointed because he's so easy to spot. Like I said, he's not very intelligent, right? He's not clever enough to try and hide himself. He used some predictable name. You're a wanker, you're a nonce, or something like that. And before I've even said, Spencer, you're a cunt, fuck off, all my fans are like, yeah, Spencer's here, Spence. I mean, what he's doing is embarrassing himself and bringing the heat on himself, But he can't help it because you've got no fucking developed prefrontal lobe, and he's desperate just to, you're a nonce. Fuck off, you fucking loser. Yeah, you ain't here, bruv. Really? They apologize, because creation of the United States and Israel. Beast ISIS. Yeah, not the apology, blood. But whatever, man. Frank and all the other promoters are hoping Usitch's mandatories are going to put enough miles on the clock so someone like Fury can beat him. I mean, how long? He's 36, man. I don't know, man. Maybe. But I'm so sick of it. I don't even want. I'm sick of theorizing about it. Just fucking sign a fight. Tell me the date, the location, and the contract's been signed, and then tell me and have the first press conference. And I'm like, okay, I'm interested now. Time Buford goes, just tell me when they're fucking walking in the ring. But I think you can still enjoy and build up to a fight. So I think that's a bit extreme. GB News is I looked at it a few times. I apologize. Well, ISIS is a construction of the CIA, right? And then the United States. So Al Qaeda was just a made up fucking name, as if there's some group called Al Qaeda, the evil. And you remember the axis of evil? Fucking. The great Satan is unfortunately the United States. And I'm not talking about the people. When I used to hear that from the Islamic world, like Saddam Hussein and Osama, I was like, oh, these guys are just fucking idiots. But now, I've done 180 and I'm fucking, you guys were right. You guys are wrong uns too, but you're still right. And that's not the people. I've been to America many times, and I like Americans. They're friendly. I mean, it is actually the most genuinely diverse area. There's so many different kinds of people, but it's the people that have been. Sorry, the wrong uns are the corporations, obviously the governments, the people that run things, the so-called Fed. And unfortunately, a lot of people are very weak, and they'll just take whatever they're told to do, man. Yeah. Without for GB control operation, likely, very likely. I haven't really watched enough, but I mean, yeah. Anthony, GB news because gay Batty news. You're very obsessed with this Batty shit, blood. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, it rules your world. 29 watching, only 15 likes. Without further ado, only 15 likes. Come on, guys, lift your fucking game. Only 50 likes. Come on, people, push that like button. It keeps away the haters. Thank you, bro. Thank you for reminding me. I always forget. If you want to do any of that Cash App love, let's see if I've got someone. I missed them. Someone sent me a message. Oh, some pussy hole, right? Let me read it because it makes me laugh. On Insta. Yeah, some pussy hole. What's his name? So some pussy hole sent me a message. I'll read it out. His name is... he's hidden his account. His name is James David. James David. That's the pussy all right there. You can't really see, but whatever. James David. And this is what James... I don't know if he's over. He's read Craig David. Yeah. He said you was drunk, innit? I said, no, I'm off the drink, you fucking idiot. He goes, you was talking bare bollocks, innit? I need my fucking glasses, blood. Yes, yeah, you're hella racist. Yeah, you're hella racist comment in it. Yeah, you was a wrong and calling out oil drillers who want to bang with black gal. You're a wrong and you're hella racist in it. I was like, look, I said, look, firstly, learn to fucking speak English, bitch. Learn to spell your, the difference between a possessive and a verb. And just go fuck your mother, man. I mean, I said, don't fucking bitch. Film recommendations should be Drive and Ex Machina as an AI film. Okay. I quite like it's not that great a film, but it's got a very interesting concept. It's got Tom Sizemore, who's died recently. And the English Rafe Fiennes. I don't know why I call him to Ralph. Ralph Fiennes. And his black woman, Angela Griffin, I think. And it's called End of Days? Strange Days. And it's about getting the chips in people's head and being able to experience things that happen. But it's an end of it's got some interesting themes. It ends up being a bit of kind of whodunit, which is a bit lame. But some of the themes there are kind of good. Some of the themes, I mean, they're not that many base films. Full stop. Leon's about a fucking nonce, isn't it, man? Leon was a fucking nonce, wasn't he? Oh, Chubby, you reckon AI can cure diseases human can't? Certainly not at this stage. There's plenty of fucking diseases that can be cured, but they won't let you have it. They say that many people have said that cancer has been cured. I mean, it's quite weird, right? The cancer has been so heavily studied. And never, all they can do is fucking attack your body with chemotherapy and other chemical substances which damage your body, right? And cost, $250,000 a year. Imagine that. The only women I know is probably all these people that have died in my family and friends, and they've got cancer. None of them fucking recovered. They might have been in remission for a bit. Understand me? They all died in the end. Usually about between 2 to 5 years. Right, there's this woman I know. She was 35, right? And she had kids, young kids, and she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And they said, you got a year and a half to live, maybe 2.5 years if you give you chemo. And she was like, you know what? I'd rather just die after 1.5 years. At least I know when we're tired all the time. I'll be able to talk to my kids. And then she looked into diets. And I was like, got a lot to do with pH and alkalinity, right? And she followed this specific diet. It's a controversial book because the guy ended up getting fucking sent to prison for writing it because they said, he claimed he had a cure and it hadn't because the FDA hadn't approved it and they sent him to prison for it. And she followed that diet. completely killed the cancer. This woman is now 50. No, never come back. She's one of the youngest looking 50-year-olds I know. That's the only person I know that has recovered from cancer, and she did no treatment, just died. So what do you know about that? Oh yeah, inversion. This happens all the time, bro. I'm sure you're not new to that game. Yeah. What chance does DuBum have on a scale of 10? He's got a 10% chance, so 1. We say minus 10. Yeah, we got a 10% chance, man. Unknown. You will be the new cult leader, more talented than Tyrone, who's now too lazy as even strings of sentences. Yeah, Tyrone changed the game. Let's be clear, man. Like, back in the day, I'd never subscribed to YouTube channels. I didn't see the point. I would watch quite a lot, but I'd search something specific like 9/11, moon landing, or some shit like that, or just boxing fight, and I'd watch the specific video. But I never, but Titan changed it because I was like, man, this guy's fucking gold, man. And all the characters he used to bring out, but he's flat now. I think he's bored of it. Also, like, he doesn't really make videos anymore. He does the lives because they get more money and it's easier. You just fucking go on the live. I don't know, man. You'd have to ask him what he's feeling. I do think he's a bit bored. Is he lost? I don't know, man. I don't know what he wants out of life. I mean, I think he would have really liked to go back in time and do the boxing more seriously. And now we get this quite often in boxing. It's only after they left the game that they understand the game. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I can't speak for him, but back in the day, man, fucking hell, with gold. Yeah, man, GayJ, his wife is a massive fight in the UK. You're tripping, blood. The Brits love domestic bad blood clashes, and they'll be entertained as crossroads fight. Winner gets on the big fight, lose it in the game. Yeah, if it was a free fight on normal DAZN or Sky, but it's 26 or 27.99. It will never be that big. Everyone knows that GayJ is a busted flush, and White is yesterday's news. And then everyone knows that fucking White got blasted out by GayJ like fucking 7 years ago. I know that Eddie will be going, this is going to settle the trilogy once for all. The trilogy. Dillian won in the amateurs, Joshua won in the pros, and now we need a third fight. Fuck off with your shit. Yeah, DuBum, Essex car salesman, motherfucker, with your 5 wins and 4 KOs, super heavyweight, Billericay ABC knockout. Get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, that's right, man. Where's Lee Talks Orderly, man? He's usually here, and so he can't always make it. I mean, I guess he got a life. It ain't just about the chip beat. Your inversion. I gotta go now. Bye, everyone. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks you for the red pills and the questions. I appreciate it, man. Take it easy. I'll see you soon. Good to see you here again because I missed you. No homo. Never any homo. Anna Smith, aka Bean, has been held in the monster match. I mean, who knows, Cal? I mean, it's one of the weirdest things. It's one of the most bizarre things to have a guy just disappear, poof, and he was active on social media. Yeah, and the Sky, usually they would update. If he was ill, they would update him. They would update you. If it's genuinely ill, and there's rumors of gambling, there's rumors of something to do with the jibber jabber. I think they're looking to sack him, but they're taking a long time. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And even Scar's like, oh, he'll be back with us in the new year. Well, no, he isn't. Oh, he's been ill. It's all very vague. We wish him the best. Yeah, I bet you do. Like I did a video about Shalom, and you can see lying for his teeth, and he fucking loves the way that Smith is gone. He's taking him. Batman's going to auto read to see GayJ. Like, no fucking way, man. If someone bought me a ticket, I consider it, Big dog. Yes, triple bro. You good from the Scarborough correction? Hey, bro, good. I've never been Scarborough. I'd like to go. Is it Scarborough that's got a lot of Danish influence? Is it Scarborough? I think so. A lot of Danes, like Vikings and things. I think that's right. Max Jenkins is a batty boy. Yeah, he's a pathetic fat pig, a porcine pig. Well, that's a tautology. You don't need to say porcine pig because porcine means you're a pig. But to me, it works as a tautology because the repetition. The repetition makes sure that everybody knows he's a fat, useless pig. Anthony James, David, Craig, David. Is James David's Sonny Edwards? Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but I think Sonny knows you got fucking roasted and burnt badly. You got away, by the way, very lightly. Very lightly. You're not going on the fucking thing, mocking people that have been abused as children, mocking people at the press, mocking suicide people. Yeah, mocking who else? Yeah, autistic people, yeah. That little bitch. You're autistic. And I talk to him, he started getting, and use fuck. Oh, by the way, I'm autistic too. Then why are you mocking fucking autistic people, bitch? You know, this is a fucking guy that will thinks it's funny if people that commit suicide, funny that people are depressed, funny that people get where you non-stop, I bet you were you. Now, I had an abusive childhood, I made that clear, so he's also been listening to that bitch, but he thinks it's funny. He thinks it's funny, the little bitch. Yeah, you take the piss out of him, he starts crying. You know, you got no problem with fucking rinsing down the flexing. Who just asked his sister out. She was, by the way, talking to him a lot. Oh, what's your favorite food? Jerk chicken. Cool, maybe we can go jerk chicken. You're a fucking pussy, oh, you fucking blood clot, fucking midget dwarf, motherfucking piece of fucking shit, mother. If you had the power to be able to run the world, first you had fucking execute about 80%. No, I don't know, man. I mean, that's a big question, right? I would like to segregate people mainly because homogeneous nations are a lot more successful. You'd want an area for certain people. I'd want a Christian area. I don't know. There's so much. There's so much to do, bro. And you know, people might not agree. I'd want to live in a moral society, but not with too many rules. It's got to be culture that pushes it. It's got to be. There's a big change that needs to be made, and some people will need to die and get zapped. That's the way it is. There's never been a revolution without blood, right? Sonny Edwards is definitely a bumhole engineer. Yeah, I wonder if he all drills bumholes. Oh yeah, culture. It's funny how billionaires don't get no cancer. Yeah, it's funny, ain't it? They live to be a fucking 100, all of them. George Soros, the Queen, all these fucking people. Some people say it's to do with adrenal as well. So I didn't say the full word because you're not allowed to. Dr. Sebi, diet acid alcohol. Yeah, that isn't the guy I'm thinking about. I mean, there's several guys. Oh yeah, Couch has Steve Jobs died young. He is. You probably upset someone, you know. He did get pancreatic cancer, yeah. Tan, says Palmer. You know, Echo 4 sponsorships to motivate him again. Yeah, Hex Toys gave him a lot of cash though. Cal says they killed Jobs. Yeah, that's probably. The Queen dad, King George, died quite young, didn't he? Was it New Money? Yeah, he stepped that line as well. I remember that. You know, but you know, I like to see the averages. I mean, it's not it's not impossible to die just because you're rich and you got access to whatever. I don't know how to pronounce this, right? Are you going to Wrocław? I presume it's in Poland. I know, but I've never tried to pronounce it. Usitch fights, beautiful city. I haven't left the UK for about 10 years now. Or my mother's basement. Although they go to Manchester, as David Greenblatt says, Manchester. I would love to if I was younger. Yeah. You know, I'd entertain the Polish late now, but I'm too old for that shit now. I can't be asked, bro. You know, I can't be asked, man. I would live my life differently by 80% if I go back in time. You can't do that anyway. And yeah, it was Zuckerberg was there too, right? That's your voodoo doll, Sonny. Yeah, I fucked it up a little bit, man. It's him after fucking Price of Shields has smashed him around the room and pussy up. Sonny's rolling around acting that should be in the British. Yeah, I don't wish any harm to Sonny. I mean, I really don't. I just think that he has to be less hypocritical. He has to stop grasping. He has to reassess his life, you know, and try and live it right. I gave him some good tips. He should follow them. Make himself more likable. You know, Don't be so hypocritical, man, and don't be a grass. It's kind of simple, man. And my boy Dom Diddy in the house. Chilby, lots of friends seem to watch YouTube channels, but they don't subscribe. What are they frightened of? I hadn't thought about that. I mean, the thing is, right, there's only you only want a certain number of subscriptions because, like, I don't know, you just get bombarded with shit all the time. I don't know what I got on this channel. It's not like, maybe, I don't know, man. I actually genuinely don't know. 50 channels I'm subbed to? I mean, hey, Dr. Female Genital Mutilation, Jump P, almost 7 a.m. in Oz. Ripper. Not caught live in months. Well, it's good to have you here, bro. It's 7 a.m. It's Saturday, right? 7 a.m. on Saturday. What are you doing, man? You chilling? You working? I hope you're fucking chilling, man. Am I dead? Is that a time difference there? No. We'll just depend on where you are. Yeah, Australia's a big place, man. Big fucking place. My mum wants me to drive. Okay. Is that random? Yeah. Dr. Female Genital Mutilation. Depends where you are. It's a big fucking country, man. Australia. Australia. I haven't been there. I almost went once. I had a visa and I was meant to go there, but then I got a job. I wonder how my life would have turned out if I'd gone there. I probably would be married an Aussie chick and still be over there. I don't know, man. But in the end, I ended up in the basement. Come on, where's Spencer Fearon? Where's Lee Talks Oil Drilling? We got 24 people. Remember to like. Keep them haters away, them bitches, them hoes, them pussy hoes, the fucking hypocrites, the liars, the wrong uns. Keep them fucking away from the channel, biatch. Okay, T82. The T82, is that like a version of the Terminator? What's your first ever YouTube channel? What I subscribed to personally? I had 2 channels, got zapped. Well, they're not here anymore. I think it's called Red Pill Boxing. Base boxing I had. Now it's base boxing basement, and now I'll probably have to do another one. Cal, Francis and Gubu is fighting Tyson Fury in some gay exhibition. No knockdowns. Right. So, I mean, it's pathetic. It couldn't have been worse for the big fights and heavyweights. Yeah? Usitch. He's DuBum, no one cares. White, he's GayJ, no one cares. And Gubu, he's Tyson Fury, no one cares, man. Yeah, and they said it's exhibition. Now, Frank Warren, right. There could have been something lost in translation. Frank Warren said it said no knockdowns allowed, right? Which is like fucking gay. What's the point, man? What's the point, man? And I'm sure he'd be charging more than £90 a seat like Ricky Hatton, but I believe there might have been a misunderstanding because what's his face? Frank Warren doesn't really know much about UFC, and he might mean it's an exhibition fight, but there's no takedowns allowed. Not knockdowns, takedowns. So that's possible, but it's a fucking joke anyway. Polish is weird. It's pronounced Wrocław. Oh, is it? Wrocław. Wow. It is apparently a very difficult language to learn. I've heard, but a lot of Polish people I know speak good English, so where even when they got my core in their mouth. So that's what I said. But yeah, there's a tennis player who's good, and I still don't know how to pronounce her name. Phonetically, it should read Swiatek, but I think it's called Shyte. I don't know. Yeah, it's a strange language, blood. Yeah, Glowaski, Kornaski. Those are a bit easier, to be honest. Fury can't dirty box with his Usitch. He's a rough Saudi, etc. No undisputed Fury. Bro, not about you, but I'm just bored of talking about it, man. Because that's all we've had. Chat. You know what? Right. This is I'm saying this unironically, right? But at least we're getting Sonny Edwards, Bam Rodriguez. Because at least that's an interesting fight. It's a 50-50 kind of fight. We might see Sonny get hand out. It's manlit weights, but at least we're fucking getting the fight. They talked about it a bit, but we're getting it. I will watch it. I mean, not live, but I'll watch it next day. To be honest, to see whether or not Sonny gets ironed out, if I'm fair. But, with all the sick of the chat blood. Francis antagonist v Tyson Fury pump. I mean, fucking hell. Big Bang v Joyce is the only big heavyweight fight coming out of Australia. Yes, and it's a good fight. However, it wasn't necessary because Zhang so dominated. Zhang should have gone on to fight Usitch or Fury at least. And that's gonna. China ain't really interested in boxing. They're not really that big on sports anyway. Apparently, they like basketball because of Yao Ming, but also they're not that keen on. They're not that bothered with sport. They like gambling on it though. But I believe because of Zhang being so big, especially for Chinaman, and because for the World Heavyweight Championship, I'm sure they'll be able to sell it in China. The only thing is Zhang is not that popular with the Chinese government because he's moved over to New Jersey and he lives in New Jersey and he's going to stay in New Jersey. Yeah, he ain't been bigging up China. And he doesn't live in China, so whatever. Yeah. Tyson Fury. My new Netflix documentary episode. Paris Fury is talking about stroking her beard. Flicking her beard. Please help me, Triple P. I'll try not to be sick. Shane liked it. My boy Shane, I laughed at it. Oh, dear. Oh, Tyson is too honest. I took it from somewhere, by the way. That's good. I like your honesty, man. Oh, no. Do love Poland. Cheap for us and they're proud of the nation. Yeah, thank goodness after these communism. Women and nines everywhere as well. Very few rough ones. Yeah, I went to Denmark. Yeah. Blood. And I think you get the same in Norway and probably Sweden. Certainly Sweden. But in Denmark, man, I'll ring up my pal going, blood, there ain't no fucking ugly women here. They're all fucking hot. Yeah, I like, and the Danes have got a bit more character, right? Because the Swedes and the Norwegians are so libtarded, you know, so moronic. But yeah, Poland. I would if I was younger. Yeah, I'd definitely go there, man. I just can't be asked anymore. Dr. Female genital mutilation. I watched a Zhang vs Joyce fight. Zhang is very fast hands for beginning. He does. His full excellence. He could be Joe's kryptonite. I have a soft spot for Joe, and so did I. And I bigged him up a lot, and I won good money on him against Parker, KO, against DuBum. I was shocked at how poor he was in that fight. And you could say, well, it's because Zhang was so good, but he just didn't seem to know how to handle the what's it called, the southpaws, you know. I just can't believe Joe will be that bad again. And I do believe that he had shown signs of getting tired, Zhang. And what's the name? Joe's got a good engine, so actually, Zhang is still the favorite. Not by a lot, but a slight favourite for the rematch. I'm still interested in that fight, but I would much rather Zhang had moved on for a big heavyweight fight. Excuse me, Cal Ched's in the house. Johnny Fisher and his dad views to Johnny. So that fucking Big John Fisher is one of the most unhealthy, fat, disgusting pigs I've ever seen. He's got all these growths on his. Listen, I'm not a hater of Johnny Fisher. Firstly, I think it's good to have heavyweight talent. He's a likable guy, and I like the fact he gets someone with his dad and his family. But his father, man, this Chinese Kung Pao prawn, chow mein. You can't pronounce it. It's chow mein, you motherfucker, not chow mein. You should know. You eat Chinese every fucking day, you fat fuck. But I mean that in his breastises. There's one of them when he's running up the stairs. He's got his breastises. You know. It's like Western ebony bitches, man. It's very unhealthy to read. I fucking like food myself, but I would never let myself get that disgusted. What do you think about Ben Wichter? Obviously, he's a bellend. I was going to do a video on him, and I was going to say, look, I'll give him this, right? I don't think he's not nearly. He copies Nas down to the Adidas like leopard and dancing behind the screen. He's obviously a total bellend with all his. You know, against guys that are outmatched in stupid stuff. However, I will say this: I still watched it, and I will watch all of his fights because obviously I'd like to see him get ironed out, flattened, and he's entertaining in the sense that he's a good boxer. I don't think he's that good. He's not nearly as good as he thinks he is. You know, he's obviously a bellend. People go, "Oh, he's just doing it to get." No. Not anyone with any kind of integrity wouldn't go that far. And you know, when he refused to take the silver medal, when he got fucking outboxed clearly, yeah, he's a fucking bellend. And I see a lot of these guys are slow and they can't hit, and they still hit him. Now, obviously, he's gonna be more careful when he moves up, but I believe he'll get starched spectacularly, hopefully, and so that's nice. So we can look forward to that. Does Tyson wish Parrish had a big core instead of a beat? I don't know, man, but if she had a core, he had something to inspect, I suppose. I don't know if he does a clitoris inspection. Anyone on Hergovich? No, he didn't look great against Zhang. He didn't, man. He still legit won. I didn't think so. I thought Zhang edged it. That proves to me how good he is after Big Bang's last performance. Hergovich is a good fighter. He's a bit crude at times, but so what? He's big. That fight was very weird, and he looked like he was going to quit sometimes. He was starting to looking away, and those are the signs that it's like he didn't want to be there. I think his father died recently, but still, it was a very weird performance. He could definitely do better. I'm not convinced that at this stage. Put it that way. I think snooker is China's favorite sport. Apparently, it's massive. Yeah, and you can bet on that. I bet you. Well, you can bet a lot on that. Yeah, they're quite good on that. You get the odd kind of ding. You get a couple of them. They're not very good at sport, Chinese people. Like the women, they're quite good at swimming when they all bulked up on the test. But yeah, they're not majorly interested in sport. They're like smoking cigarettes, gambling, that kind of stuff. Fucking weird people, Chinese. I mean, it's a big country as well. You got to remember that. They're kind of easy bunch of people to lump into one, into one people. It's not like America, but still. Tommy Gunn, Tommy the Duke. Got a lot of his bow 1 or 2 thoughts, Mr. Chip. Be good to see a man. No homo, thank you. Yeah, good to see you, Tommy. Yeah, got lots of bow 1 or 2. Just madness fights. I didn't see them back in the day, because the one good thing about the modern boxing is you can see all these fights. Whether you see them live, whether you stream, whether if you go to proper paid way, you pay a lot of money. You've got to pay a lot of money, but you still get to see these fights. I remember just reading about it in the papers, and it was like nuts. And when I seen the fight, I was like, blood clot. I don't know why Galotto went mad. They're both very entertaining. I forgot how entertaining they were, and he basically actually destroyed Bo's brain. And Bo was a piece of shit. Just because he seemed quite nice in interviews. He was always surrounded by thugs. But he was an entertaining fighter too. He only lost one fight, didn't he, to Holyfield? He knocked out Holyfield. All 3 Holyfield fights are actually exciting. Even the third one that gets forgotten, actually. If you watch it, Holyfield gets stopped, but he hurts Bo at some point. Yeah, big bum Bo, big daddy Bo. Galotto was a weird one. I mean, he would have meltdowns. Obviously, did a lot of fucking PEDs, but those are entertaining fights, man. I think, I can't say for sure, right? But he lost 2 fights in a row, both to Bo, or the disqualifications, and he went straight in against Lewis. He got a heavyweight title chance, but I remember going in the ring, he was hyperventilating. I was a big Galotto fan, but I was like, he's going to get fucking done, man. And he did. Gattadani, hello, sir. Good to see you. Will Ben Heine leave a GayJ if Joshua loses? And where does that leave White's? Ben Heine. Where does that leave White's husband, Gina? I don't know if White's into, into Jewish men. I don't think GayJ was, but I don't know, man. Didn't GayJ say, I'm going to come and take your girlfriend, Dillian? Everyone knows Dillian hasn't got a girlfriend, so he's obviously talking about Dean. And everyone knows that GayJ's never had a girlfriend. It's a very weird situation. Why don't you just come out and say, we're batty mans. I always stay late to watch Broner waiting for him to get beat. The Nuggets made on his epic. Yeah, you get to be carried out crying. You know what? Broner's a piece of shit, right? And he's thick. And he's got like 8 kids by different women he doesn't see. There's one thing I can't trust. I can't stand is people who make kids randomly and they're proud about how many kids they get. They never see them. They don't look up to them. There's a piece of shit who died recently, age 51. He's a boxer. What the fuck was his name? He had at least 23 children. He wouldn't even know their fucking names, man. What is that piece of shit? He was 51. I think he was ex-world champion. Can someone tell me, man? Do you rate Vidal Riley? I don't really care. I watch it a bit. I'm like, them kind of. He's like part YouTube, part not. I don't really. Let him move up, man. I'm not really interested in watching guys beat up bums. It's just boring, man. There's so much boxing to watch. You don't need to. Why would I want to watch? Like I said, I watch fucking Ben Whittaker because I'm hoping he gets starched, man, and he will. he's a fucking idiot. He's a pussy hole. He's a bellend. Right? But I will say I will watch him, even if it's only to get me. And even when he's been a tool, he is still a bit entertaining. So I'll give him that. But that's not to say I'm not giving him no excuses. Or that he's just doing it for the. He's a lovely guy in reality. No, he isn't. No lovely guy would act like that. They'd be too ashamed. They'd be ashamed as a motherfucker. Yes, Triple R. Is Triple R on the scene? Well, Triple R come on the scene? I can't see him, man. Why are you asking me a question? To me, have you met my idol Time Move? No. We chat quite a lot on his lives, actually. He's very good. He puts up my comments a lot. He put up parts of my videos quite a lot. Yeah, I was chatting on the thing, but I just want to see if Triple R's not there. Obviously we'll talk about something else. But yeah, I would like to link up with Time. He's a bit of a lone wolf. You get me? He's in Sheffield, right? I haven't been to Sheffield, to be honest with you. I've been to Nottingham. I wouldn't mind, just quietly getting my drink on. I'm not crazy, man. Just kind of cool to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't think I say, I was thinking about him only the other day. I saw a picture of him. I don't know, man. He's another one of these 33-year-old kind of Russian guys, right? All these so-called 33-year-old prospects. I mean, he's different. He's one world title, but Arslanbek Makhmudov. I mean, that guy's a fucking caveman. I ain't never seen a guy as scary looking as that. Apart from maybe someone like Kimbo Slice, yeah. But this guy can fight better than Kimbo. He got that weird Tourette's thing where he's like that all the time. He's got this massive head, and a huge body, but he doesn't look human. Yeah, he's got this ginger beard. And look at his eyes, man. He's got this big head, but if you scan his face, you go, that ain't human, man. It's some kind of Nephilim, some kind of giant. And you look, you kind of go, if you're sitting there as a prisoner. Yeah, and you got knocking on the door, and that fucker came in, and and he was like head of interrogations. He shit himself, man. Which got that Mayweather mentality, pay to watch somebody just to do. Yeah, the difference is at least Whittaker is going to take a chance and try and stop people. Mayweather's just fucking boring. He's cheating all the time, ducking below the waist, putting his elbows up, leaning back on the ropes. He's got the ref on his side. That's not say he isn't good, but he's lost 2 fights at least. Oscar De La Homo. Definitely beat him. He might only be back a couple of rounds with that. And sorry, Jose Luis Castillo clearly beat him. He landed like twice as many punches. It's pathetic, man. Fuck. And Logan Paul. The 3 guys beat him. Kimbo Slice would have battered GayJ. Kimbo Slice was a scary looking guy. He wasn't that great a fighter, though. He died of like heart problems, didn't he? 40. He did UFC. I was very disappointed. He banged out Tank Abbott. I used to really like Tank Abbott. He's just steaming from big shots and gas. But he was. He also. Who did Kimbo beat? Kimbo? I can't remember. That fat guy beat him in the Ultimate Fighter. He wasn't really an MMA guy, really, but and he was a bit of a bully. One of them like fucking backyard fights, beating up people that can't fight. DAZN's still streaming the 7th. I hadn't even thought about that, bro. I don't really, I'm not. I love my technology to an extent, but I'm not obsessed with TV and fucking, the sound being perfect and having a crystal clear pitch. I'm just not that bothered. Maybe if I experimented it, and you get them curved TVs and you got all the crystal clear, you'd be like, okay, now I appreciate it. But I'm just not that obsessed with TV. You know what I'm saying? So let's make a book about Golota, interesting life. Yeah. The one that had a real interesting life, and no one's really done a proper book about him, is Tommy the Duke Morrison. There's a guy called Carlos something that wrote a book, and it was so pathetic. It might as well be a guide that he rubbished Morrison. And he noticed it. I was going to review this book, by the way. I've been reading quite a few books. I should do some reviews on them. And like this guy just spent half the just trashing Morrison, said he was a bum. He never fought anyone good. He fought plenty of good people. He was fucking got to quarterfinals of the Olympic box office for America when he was like 18. And then the second half of the book was just basically he might as well be a rep for Pfizer. He's just bigging up. And by the way, this is another video I haven't done. Okay, very, very quietly an article came out in 2020 that Tommy Morrison actually didn't have the 3-letter virus. So what you know about that, homeboy? Dr. FMG. I loved it when Barrera did Nas. Good intent. I hate the way he humiliated less opponents. Yeah, by the time that fight came around, I was sick of Hamed. In the early days, was original. And also, you got to remember, he was like fucking featherweight, man. No one talk about featherweights like that. But he was, even though he was stupid, he was ugly. He had charisma because of his style, and he did some fun interviews. You know, the punching powers there, Gary. You've seen it for yourself. The speed, the accuracy. He called me a child. He's going home knowing I'm a man and I'm going to be king. That's my favorite Nazim interview. But by the Barrera fight, I was sick of him. I had nothing. But I was just disappointed that Barrera didn't stop him. Yeah, but that's his only loss, Ahmed. And after that, he retired. No, he had one more fight. He looked terrible against a Spanish guy and retired. Got to the yeah, Mac looks satanic. He's like another species, bro. Like I said, he's like a Nephilim, and he's got his arched eyebrows, and he's got this weird twit. Oh man, he's some scary fucker, man. Did someone knock out Kimbo like 30 seconds UFC? That's what I was thinking of. I'm sure the cowboy, what's his name? The fat cowboy guy used to rub his belly, stopped him in Ultimate Fighter, the tough thing. I thought so. The other thing is Ray Mercer knocked out Tim Sylvia in 9 seconds. But I think Kimbo beat. I can't remember. Did Kimbo beat Ray Mercer? Kimbo vs. Hussein Alexander's Carousel. What happened to that again, bro? I can't remember. Like, I've seen these fights, but I can't remember. Kimbo was shit, but he would have battered GayJ in the ring. In the ring piece, probably. But he did actually box. He had a few low-level fights. He didn't look that good. I think his son tried it as well. Kimbo was just a big steroid bully, but he was a frightening looking guy. You know, if you went to American prison, it was your first time, and you fucking blood clot, and they bring that fucker in. I mean, I don't know. I think I prefer Makhmudov to fucking Kimbo. Kimbo just looks like a rapist, doesn't he? You know, at least with Makhmudov, you say, look, oh, you pretend to be a Muslim, and he might leave you alone. You got to put it in 20 to 30 seconds. What, Kimbo? What? Oh, Houston. I think you mean Kimbo. Yeah, there's been some good fights. You know, I brought this up in another video, right? And you know what I found weird, right? Like I don't mind UFC, right? In the sense that I've been watching since the first one, but you know, on and off. The first one was just a setup for Gracie, by the way. Read into that. And Gracie was boring, man. But you know, when people start to learn about jiu-jitsu, you got battered by who's that fucking hillbilly? Matt Hughes. But the things about UFC, like boxing is pissing me off, but there's nowhere else to move apart from balls, right? I do watch UFC a bit, but as I said, Kaz, but I can't. Even they're lacking big fighters. If you notice the UFC roster, where are the heavyweights? Where are the heavyweight big fighters? They recycle people like Derek, the Black Beast, every week, and he gets beaten up. Who's the other one? Rosenstruik. All the top guys. There's Pavlovich. There's John Jones. Miocic is about 60. Well, where the stars coming? There's no stars coming through. Makachev ain't no star. Volkanovski ain't going to be no star. McGregor's past it, and he's a cokehead. Struggling. I don't like to see. I like the stand-up stuff. You know. I got some respect for Habib, even though he's a weight bully, and ultimately, you know, that is not. And it was because he was so dominant. And he was badass after he beat up. Also, he dropped McGregor with a weird overhand right, which I thought, wow, I didn't expect that. And then once he beat McGregor, he leapt out the ring and went for Dylan Dennis. That was pretty gangster. But I don't like that, the crotch sniffing. Sometimes you got a batty in your fucking face. There's someone's batty hole, right? And no, I don't want that. We don't do that shit in the hood. I remember watching a Slice of Street Fights video, and I said, oh, this is it. Seth Petruzzelli. Yes, Seth Petruzzelli was the guy who destroyed Kimbo in the first round. Seth Petruzzelli. Thank you, man. Thank you. That reminded me. Yeah, that's right. He was like an okay fighter. He wasn't anything special. Yeah, he fucking smashed the shit out of Kimbo. The Pride days were good. Yeah, the Pride days were good. I didn't get into them as much because I was in Japan, and also like there's a few things about the modern UFC which restrict some of the excitement, right? I don't understand why they did it, because they have to be passed. To make big money, they have to be passed by the athletic commissions. But why are you not allowed to headbutt, right? Also, you shouldn't have to wear those fucking gloves. You're allowed to fucking smash people with elbows. You're allowed to kick them, knee people in the head. You're allowed to smash them with your shins. You see spectacular knockouts. Oh, no, you need to have, you know, it's nuts. Because also the other thing is that when someone's choking you out, I've had loads of people jump on me, like just messing around, trying to choke me out when they come from behind, like friends, just pissing around. Well, it's easy. You put your, no, it's not easy to get out, but it's easier. You can easy to get your hand underneath, and they can't fucking choke you out. With that huge glove, you can't do that. You cannot get your hand underneath that choke. What's the other, and you should be able to do the 12 to 6 to 12 fucking, you should be able to do a soccer kick. Why can't you knee someone when they're on their knees? You remember that guy, Peter Young, got disqualified when he fucking smashed that Aljamain Sterling. I understand they had to try and clean up the rules, but they take away some of the good striker rules. Usually, I like the headbutts too. Juiced up Overeem was a beast. Yeah, I mean, he was disgraceful though. He looked like a fucking minotaur. So beefed up with these great, what are the traps or whatever they're called. I mean, you see him when he's actually kickboxing normally. He's still a big guy, but he's like, it's just nuts, man. Overeem had the best response to Roy as well. He suddenly, he were fucking bigger than GayJ, right? I went there, I'm going back with it. Ricardo Lopez, a featherweight. No, he's a flyweight, bro. Wasn't he? And they don't give a fuck about flyweights. Oh, Chocolatito, or whatever his name is. I don't give a fuck. But Hamed started as a flyweight as a pro, funnily enough. And he was still featured on terrestrial TV because they knew he was going to be a star. But he wasn't really a banger until he moved up to... Actually, no. He started... I can't remember. He started off with his first few fights with flyweights, and he went up to bantamweight, I think. And then he moved up to featherweight and bagged out Steve Robinson. I remember watching that in the pub. UFC was going sports entertainment main event last week. Again, unknown against Strickland. Sean Strickland. They were Strickland personality. Guy can't box. Watch it, Chilby. I know Sean Strickland. he was a neo-Nazi when he was young. A swastika on his leg or something. He covered it up, obviously he has to go, oh, but then I met people from other races and I realized what are the same, but in reality, man. But yeah, I like these original guys. There's a lot of base people in UFC, right? People used to say, white Americans can't fight, but because they stopped really boxing. But that's because boxing is an inner city sport. Yeah, and there weren't no white inner cities after the 50s. You know what I mean? They become Latino or black, mainly. In the suburbs, there ain't no boxing clubs. In the country where the tough white guys are, there weren't no boxing clubs. But there's loads of MMA clubs. There's loads of hillbillies, tough hillbillies at MMA, and also in the fucking army. Who do you think the fucking Navy SEALs are? They're all fucking hillbillies, man. And these motherfuckers have been shooting since they were like 3. But yeah, the MMA. I mean, MMA has some good characters. A lot of based people. Actually in MMA. I don't like all the tattoos. Everyone got tattoos except the Dagestani boys. In ONE FC, says Cal, you can knee down opponents. Okay, well that's good. And you should be able to soccer kick them and stamp on them, man. They give too much advantage they take away too much tools away from people that don't want to roll around on the floor with somebody asshole on their nose and being teabagged. Talking of teabagging, that Paddy Pimlin's a bit of a tool, but I quite like it. But there's no stars in UFC now. Who does start? John Jones? Well, who's he going to fight? Ngannou's gone. Pavlovich is the only one, and he's not that big a name, but he's exciting. Miocic is surely busted now. They need a Conor McGregor, and I'm desperate for it. That kind of guy who just lifts it to another level. You'll see it's owned by Disney. Is it owned by Disney now? Okay. Not gay full of fucking no doubt, blood. It was already pretty gay, running around crotch sniffing. Oh man. Oh, you went to UFC 38 in Vegas. Bloody clock, wall to wall hillbillies. Yeah, man. It's definitely a bit of hillbillies. I've been watching The Ultimate Fighter. Now it's a bit whack these days. It's a McGregor visa. The guy with the black kids. What's his fucking name? Michael Chandler. Which is so weird. He got his wife, who's obviously fucking deranged. And she's obviously does so much medication. Eyes are on stalks, right? He seems a nice guy, Michael, and he adopted 2 black kids because apparently his wife wanted to adopt kids. You know, it's just so weird. He sits there with a bottle, like a little pussy hole, feeding this black kid. Daddy's got to do his job, and I'm like, you're such a pussy. Obviously, he's not a pussy hole. He's a tough guy, but I'm like, yeah, fucking hell. You can tell this bitch rules the roost. But yeah, so Michael Chandler vs Conor McGregor. McGregor's always off his nut. You can just see it, man. And yeah, it's just a bit boring. I watch it because I got too much time on my hands. You know, I do this for my family. You know, my family are my everything. You know, without my family, I wouldn't be here. I do it for my family. I do everything for my family. That's all you hear. That's boring, man. I don't want to hear that shit. In the early UFCs, right? They didn't go on like that all the time. They had crazy people like Junie Browning. Yeah? You remember Rashad Evans, Quentin Jackson season. And then Chris Lieben, Diego Garcia. Oh, Diego Garcia's an island, U.S. military base. Diego Sanchez. No, they were mad. But I still watched it. But yeah, it's not that good. But they've always got like hillbillies. I saw this nice hillbilly actually won his last fight against McGregor. McGregor's like favorite prospect, and they showed his home life. And to be honest, I was all right with this, even though I'm so bored of it. I do everything for my family, my everything. But he lived on this 20-acre farm. They had like 20 animals, you know, horses, 7 dogs. There was 5 kids. I mean, some of them, you know, were from different, you know, partners or whatever. You know, and I was like, you know, that's motherfucking wholesome, man. You know, he's got his kids and had stupid names. One's called Raiden, the other one's called Zayden, which is dumbass. Raiden's like fucking Mortal fucking Kombat, yo. But it was quite wholesome. You know, there's a lot of them farm boys. Yeah, wall-to-wall hillbillies, fucking Tank Abbott. I don't even think he's a hillbilly, but he just looks like one. Keith Hackney, the early days, he was Canadian, I think. Bryce Mitchell is basically hillbilly in UFC. Good old Christian boy, Bryce Mitchell. Okay, I'll have to check him out, man. Paddy the Baddy is Shyte. Yeah, he's quite entertaining in a sense. All right, lad. We're talking about teabagging his opponent. That's just fucking pathetic, man. But he got to look. People say he'll get exposed. I don't know enough to be sure. But like I'm saying, the UFC, light boxing are lacking stars. Actually, boxing's got more stars, but they're just not fighting. Boxing's got more stars, but they're just not fucking fighting. You know, and Canelo, let's be honest, Canelo's meant to be he's been a top dog, but he lacks personality, man. The only reason fucking people watch him is because he's been pushed on everyone. Oh, he's the P4P. And because he's a ginger Mexican, and that's it. He ain't got no character, man. Oh, Vitor Belfort. Yeah, there was a Vitor Belfort beat the fuck out of 6-year-old That was an exhibition. I think it was like a 1-minute rounds or some shit like that. And, you know, rather than go through the motions and outbox him because he's going to, he fucking steamed him. Holyfield battered him. You know, Holyfield probably didn't even know where the fuck he was. He probably thought it was in the fucking old people's home. Wanderlei Silva was a beast. Yeah, I never really liked the Brazilians that much. I think Wanderlei's a Brazilian. Because Royce Gracie was Brazilian. And in the early UFCs, they were rigged to show. They were rigged. I didn't even realize this until later. Gracie was one of the main investors in it, and they controlled it. And so they would refuse to let certain people fight in the UFC because it might give Gracie a problem. They bring bums in like fucking the Zorro, whatever, the American boxer guy had one glove on, you know, and he did fight Shamrock, but apart from that, they just sent him out the guys he would beat, and he would just grind them. They didn't know how to fight these jiu-jitsu guys. And there's something about Brazil that, I don't know, it seems like a desperately sick country, man. Oliveira looks fucking fruity as well. I like Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Sergei Pavlovich. Who's the Jiri guy with the ponytail? Well, he got stripped, right? I suppose I better put some black guys in there as well. People think I'm racialist. Black guys don't like in UFC. I like Quinton and Rampage. Sorry, like Rampage and Rashad, but they're obviously finished. But at the moment, I mean, obviously, I can't believe they let Ngannou go, because there's no depth in that division. And the John Jones and Garvey fight was a big fight. And if that ain't happening, Ugani Pavlovich is a fire fight, bruv. Of charcoal. Get some sponsors and advertise products. Get links, not as good as Super Chuckles. Yeah, Super Chuckles are really satisfying when you get them. That's true. And even just seeing my videos, you know, I generally get about £2.50 per 1,000 views, but it'd be nice to see. You know, it'd be exciting every morning you get up and check your data. You know, I really miss that, you know. Spaghetti sponsors and advertising product. The tough thing is my obviously like the things I talk about are quite controversial, so you know anything, and it's not that big a channel, so it'd be difficult. I do get a lot of emails from people saying, "Oh, advertise my game and do this," but they're always from Czech or from Dubai, and they're from like, and a couple of them I sent my, I goes, "Okay, make me a proposal," you know. And they're all, you can see they're just spamming people, and the internet addresses they use are generic ones from Czechoslovakia and Poland, so you can't trust them. I'm not fucking gonna. There's also other things I've looked into. There are other advertising serving things. Now what you got to do is they don't serve ads. They'll give you a 15-minute ad. And you got to put it at the beginning of your video, right, or something like that, and you'll get paid off of that. So that's another positive. Or to be honest with you, all I want to do is go back on how it was. I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying? A few super chats, I get to look at my, you know, I do my videos, and then I get my 250 per 1,000 views or whatever it is. You know, sometimes it does better, and then you know I mix it up. I got, you know, people used to give me Litecoin and BTC and some Cash App. I don't know, things are drying up, bro. You know, and by the way, I shouldn't have to rely on my funds to, you know, fund me only. I mean, I like it. It's fucking great, and if you want it. But you know, if you're bringing a lot of people to fucking YouTube, and even though like now I'm not showing vids, they occasionally will, but they will still have vids on. They've still got fucking vids on the side. They got little AdSense things, and you can click on other. I'm still bringing people to their fucking platform, and pay me the fucking money, bitch. Just in gay cheese. Yeah, you know, like fucking stories like fucking, what's that fucking modeling film called? The Blue Steel guy, work in a mine, and you can, I think he's got a twin. He's got a twin, but he doesn't fight. My boy David Ade. It's Triple B and Triple R with a real Triple B. Please stand up. I'm the real Triple B. I don't know why he calls himself Triple R. It's a bit odd. Jimmy Proxar, that's the guy who got injured so relinquished. Yeah, that's a shame, man. But he was very quickly relinquished. He's got some kind of charisma with his look and his fight. You know, he's an exciting fighter. Cats Pickles. I think I get the joke. I'm not sure. James Sweeney. Yeah, what up, my man? What's your opinion on Adam Jumper letting his wife Lena plug sleep with another man? Who's Adam? Wait, what's your opinion on Adam Jumper? Who's that man? Letting his wife Lena to plug sleep with another man. I don't know what these people are. Explain, man. Maybe I'm missing something. Darren James is late to the game. Big up to Triple G. I'm not Golovkin, bro. I'm a Triple B, motherfucker. Base boxing basement. Like. And if you want to show some love, cash up. If you were expert in any fights off the streets, which would you choose? I mean, boxing. Most fights that stand up. I mean, I'd like to know jiu-jitsu so that if someone pulls, you know, if someone's got some jiu-jitsu, I'll know how to handle it. But if you watch, even the MMA guys, when they get in street fights, mainly they just stand up because there's always friends around, there's people around. Andrew Tate, he's not the Bill Endel. He said boxing is by far the most effective street fight thing. But you know, if you just knew boxing and you went in the cage against someone who knows a bit of jiu-jitsu, you get beat almost every time. So it's a weird one. I'd like to have the comfort of knowing some jiu-jitsu. I've trained once. I did one lesson. I like, because it's amazing. Like I once had this Danish girl, and I kind of knew what she was doing and stuff, but you know, she just did it. She wrapped her legs, what do they call it, like put hooks in or whatever around me, and put her naked choke. I mean, obviously she's 8 stone, so I was like grabbing her hand, and I just put her butt. I was like, man, an 8-stone girl can hold me like that? It freaked me out a bit. And also, I rolled around a bit. I did a couple of MMA lessons, but and I felt comfortable. But then I just returned to drinking drugs. Of course, I have the Triple R. subliminal for triple. Yeah, I think so. It's all a bit weird. Hello, 1 minute. We have a celebrity, Pastor, Doctor Simon Akagwa Nigala. What are you doing? Eh? I can get you in touch with the Pastor Semper. I have his personal number. Get him on a live session. Here does not like gays and sodomy. Yeah, he doesn't. You know why? Because they eat the fucking poo like ice cream. Yeah? Sometimes they put it deeper. Deeper. They have this practice called feasting. And when they put their hand into another man's hand, past the anus, into the anus, and they push the hand deeper. Yeah, thank you, man. I'd love to have Pastor Dr. Martin Semper on the channel. He is very wise, man. Very wise. We do not need the sickness in this part of Africa. Why does Barack Obama want to bring as a human right to Africa to either the poo of our children? How could you put it better than that, man? Porn star let his wife sleep with Black Corey. Oh, for money. Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. I don't know who this guy is, but basically it's disgusting. They're just pushing degeneracy. I think this came up on some forum. I was like, what the fuck? I don't even follow or look. This kind of they're pushing that, because they want to push in that cuckolding, black dick thing, because it's a fetish. It's part of their agenda, and to make people as degenerate as they can, man. It's sickening to me. Yeah. You invested much lately, you in stocks, crypto? No. No. I have some crypto. I'm in a very old position where I was a victim of some severe hacking, and that's all I got safe for now. Feasting, and then he puts the hand deeper. You eat the poo like ice cream. What you know about that, homeboy? I was quite tired at the beginning, so I was like, shit, I gotta do my life for my funds. But I'm glad I've done it, man. It's fucking been 2 hours. It's gone quickly, man. All right. Anyone else want to say? I got 35 fans on. That's not too bad. Remember to like. Yes. Dr. Patamas. Ah, Anthony's back. Can you make Sonny Edwards fall? He's a bit busted up right now. I'm thinking. Yeah, I imagine being a fly on that wall when he's smashing Clarissa's shields, or probably Clarissa's shield smashing him, right? With a fucking feasting. Sick of this fucking sick world. Sucks. I nearly got rinsed on that FTX. Oh wow, man! I was a day away from 3K, bro. What can I say? I lost life changing, and all I'll say is I'll be entering litigation and I can't even afford to try and reclaim it. I was the victim of an extremely sophisticated hack. Bro, I'm talking about sickening losses. That's all I can say. Anthony Losser, that is it. Well, yeah. Thank you, man. Glad you enjoyed. Yeah. Health is wealth, though. Too. But yeah, ultimately, I don't need that much money. To be honest with you, but it's an insurance policy. Okay, in case things go wrong. It's an insurance policy for being able to get away, to move, to not worry about debt. You get me? Health is wealth. Yeah, but I can't compromise my health, unfortunately, when I do a drink. Sometimes I just can't resist to get the drink on. I don't know what. Wilton White let his husband Dillian sleep with him. I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of sickness these people are up to. I wonder how AK Skins is, though, man. Anthony, True Geordie loves Black Corey. What a sick, degenerate prick that True Geordie is. True Poo Geordie. True poo, baby, I love you. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, I think it was a setup, right? A humiliation ritual, but maybe not, or maybe both. You know, guess what? Do you want to know a secret? Top, what? I have an even bigger dildo. Fucking animal. I want you to. Would you shit on my chest? I want you to humiliate me. I want you to tell me to get out and get an even bigger dildo. What the fuck is that about, man? You know, I put it up on the video. You know, he came on Time Booth chat, live chat, and I'm pretty sure it's a real true dildo. And he kept on just trying to say, hey, yo, Tan, do you want to come and link up and we'll do a live together, stuff like that. And everyone's rich. Yo, would you like me to shit on your chest? Oh man, you got just run out of town, blood. How can you face the world after someone's seen these sick DMs? Do you want to know a secret? I have an even bigger dildo. Would you like to shit on me? What a fucking degenerate. You know that. Sonny Edwards cutout looks life size. Yeah, I think he's actually a bit more muscular than my cutout. I hear you, like all drilling. Yeah, fuck these pussy holes. I want come on, I want Spencer Fearon to come on. I don't feel like fuck. I like being rinsed, man. And a guy like Spencer's so thick. He can't like this guy. He's failed at everything he's done. You know that. Boxer failed. Comedian failed. Promoter failed. Manager failed. A government official failed. What else he failed at? Commentator failed. He's a fucking loser. He looks malnourished like a goblin. Yeah, it's fucking very lifelike, man. Right. Are people drying up? If there are any more questions, be it boxing, red pill, haterism, I don't know, man. I've been eating a lot. I'm not that hungry, but I've got this ice cream, man. It was on sale, right? It's from a place called, it's an Italian ice cream. It's got Morello cherries and mascarpone ice cream. Blood clot. It's one of the most beautiful things I've tasted, man. I like ice cream. Like ice cream. My boy, my dad. Okay, talking about UFC. Remember what that crowd would run the rest of? So I thought said she could beat man. I mean that's but then she get the most about it, like nine-star woman like Amanda Nunes, Holly Holm. I won a lot of money on Holly Holm, and I think it was the same bill where Diaz choked out McGregor, if I'm not mistaken. I had money on both of them. Holly Holm was 8-1, and you know why I bet Holly? She only had one move, that bitch Ronda Rousey, the armbar thing, right? But she's very good at it, very very good at it. And obviously they thought, you know, that greedy fucker Dana White was like, "We're gonna make some money out of this bitch." And so you're trying to encourage her to stand up. You remember this bitch like shadow boxing like that? She's terrible. Yeah. She was on the fucking cover of the Ring. Oh, can Ronda Rousey save boxing? What the fuck is that about? I mean, fucking Dana White must have paid them money. Trying to suggest that a woman, you know, could beat any male. I mean, would she beat a male in the cage who was the same weight as her? Yeah, possibly, because with the arm bars, the women still got kind of with the technique and still strong legs, but they're shit at boxing. You know, they were saying, oh, she could beat Mayweather. I think they were meant in the cage, but I mean, fuck off, man. Anyway, she's ugly bitch as well. Like, she was like vaguely good looking. She went over to WWE and she got her ass whooped by Holly Holm, knocked her out with a kick. And I knew she was in trouble because Dana White was trying to make her stand up, and he's a fucking idiot. She can't do it. It's just her shadow boxing, stupid hoe. Yo, I'm gonna make a Ruby Murray after this. Bosh, oh man, what are you gonna make? What kind? Are you gonna make it from scratch, bro? What kind of Ruby? Tell me about it. You're in the UK, right? Because it takes a bit of time to make a good curry, like to soak up, or I don't know, man. Give me some chat about wagwan with that, because I like to hear about food. Cut it down in Dean White. They're very nervous. Last time I was talking to Coogie. Oh, he hasn't been seen much lately. Yeah, he's trying to be a promoter as well. These people don't understand it's fucking hard work to be a promoter. There's no fucking money in it unless you got a TV deal, and that's all there is to it. You don't get a TV deal unless you're big. Second, of doing a good channel, it would be a great idea. You be doing a good channel. You're saying it's a shit channel here. Food channel. It was an idea. I mean, the thing is, I lost my energy. Then I got it back. Then I lost my energy again. Then I got demonetized. I mean, I'm not very organized. I really like the idea of food channel. There are a lot of food channels about there, to be honest. And I wrote loads of notes for stuff, but I never did much. She'd beat Son Edwards, yeah. Well, so would fucking 13-year-old Bengali boy. In fact, they did whoop his ass. Boxing classics, yeah. Could see Disney is imploding, thank goodness, yeah. With their woke nonsense. Destroying all their franchises, Indiana Jones. When Pixar used to print money, it's like, oh, fucking, I don't care, man. I won't watch that shit, whatever they made now. But you know, go woke, go broke. Unfortunately, go woke. Huh? BlackRock will carry on giving you money, so you might even not even go broke. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp beat Me Too, yeah. Fucking, you probably asked for it. You probably fucking deserved it, you stupid bitch. Stupid bitchy. No bitchy, stupid bitchy. Clack. I mean, like, fucking Johnny Depp. You know, he's hardly a killer, is he? I mean, he's a pussy. He's a Satanist, by the way. I mean, he actually is a Satanist. And he supported. Do you know about the Memphis 3? One of the biggest, one of the weirdest, most. It was a very high profile, but the HBO did a series on it, and it was the most biased series. You know, I watched it. I remember thinking, thank God they got let off. They were obviously innocent. I was like, nah, something don't ring right. I looked in the real case, and I was like, they're so blatantly guilty. And they got that Damien. Oh man! So you know, and the best friend, Johnny Depp's best friend, was Damien Pussio, who's the main guy. They got matching tattoos. Yeah, sick, man. Meet more Bollywood base, Sonny. How heavy is she? I don't know. All right, Sonny, man. Little Muscat. Just some chicken, a bit of veg, some spices, curry base, mango chutney, tomato puree. That sounds good, man. That's the best way to make it. I was like, I mean, that's all that matters, right? I haven't done it for ages, but I went through a stage of making a lot of curries for myself. I loved it, man. I use lamb especially because it's got more of a taste to me and the texture. I've actually got a vindaloo, but it's pre-prepared, but because it was reduced from £5.50 to £1.49. So maybe I'll eat that. You know, I like a vindaloo blood. It wasn't broadcast. That may have. Sorry, if it wasn't broadcast, that may have got justice. The UK case found it in Amber Turd's favour. To the Me Too movement and all those women much time 2017, they never got the female president year before finding that. Yeah, I mean, none of these things are trusted. None of these things are organic. None of these things are real. None of these things are to be trusted. All these things are funded. You know, like BLM is funded by George Soros. Of course, they did their bit. Now they're finished. Yeah? There's nothing organic about it. Or Antifa, funded by George Soros, and that fucking bitch. Like some director of BLM filched $1.2 million to build a house. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. Right, man, I'm going to go soon just because I think I'll do this food talk. I'm on to hit my ice cream, get my food on. Shields vs. Sonny who wins in boxing. I mean, Shields is shit, but she weighs 1.5 times Sonny's weight. So that might be just too big for him. So, yeah, what is that as well? Will BLM come back? Well, they'll probably fund something else. But you know, and if they want to stir some shit, I mean, it's not organic. It doesn't exist. It's fake. Just like Al Qaeda, just like ISIS, just like everything else. It's fucking fake. You need to live with current fish a couple of days. Makes beautiful. What you mean? Yeah, because a couple of days. Yeah. Because I cook it slowly, and then if you leave it, like you said, it kind of, I don't know what the word is, it becomes more of a ragu, it kind of gels. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. But I guess my boy Musgroves wants to eat tonight. Yeah, true about that. He's a fucking degenerate. I'm gonna have a bagel. I actually like bagels a lot, man. I don't hate on bagels. But yeah, all right, guys, I'm gonna fucking wrap it up. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking wrap it up. Muscat marionettes. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it all comes together. Yeah, that's true, man. But I think my boy wants to fucking eat it tonight, don't you, little Muzz? I hate cooking. All time takes sauce. I made when I was young. I used to think that. Now I love it, man, because it's like creative. All the senses it hits. All the senses it hits, except maybe the ears. You know. And even now, you might smell it crackling on the fire. But yeah, and it's a real nice skill. But I get where you're coming from. Hail to Mac, the Nephilim. I mean, it has to be. Adios, says my boy Adam. Adios, Adam. Yeah, take care, bro. Oy vey. I gotta go. Anyway, look, it's great seeing you, fans. Peace in the Middle East. And yeah, watch this space, man. Hopefully I can get my fucking appeal recognized. See some more. Remember stabbing in nuts. So the new hashtag in 40 hours and my murdered lad person did the mark everything in fake controlled sponsor. Yeah, it's just a fucking joke. And that fucking Captain Plum, you remember Captain Tom? Or whatever? That made me sick actually sick in the back of my fucking throat. You knew that his slag PR, his daughter was a big PR company. She built it all up, and he gave him all this. And then he died mysteriously, supposedly of COVID, like I predicted they would. I said, he's going to watch, he's going to die of COVID. It's all bullshit. And all the money went, it's sick as me. Fucking Captain Plum. See you, Trevor. Yes, bruv. 34 lives. Okay, that's not bad, man. Whatever, man. 100% not Russia. Yes, take care, bro. Fake brain, everything's fucking fake blood. Be safe. Yeah, be safe, everyone. Yeah, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon, man. We'll see you soon. Yeah, with the real Triple B, please stand up and take care. Peace in the Middle East.